If you're looking for the best sports memorabilia and card break room on the internet, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Tonight's action will move fast, so we want to prep you for what you're about to see on your screen. First, the all-important dice roll number. At the top of the show, the host will randomize a series of numbers. The number selected from the randomizer will become the dice roll number for the entire show. Meaning every mystery box that is broken, the names of every collector will be placed on a list and randomized using the dice roll number for the show. Next, you see this black ticker down here? This shows you which numbers are still available in each and every Ultimate Autographs mystery box series. When a break fills or sells out, the host will ask for a number. This is where you make your selection from. Simply type a number in the chat, and the host will pick the first number they see. Throughout the show, you may see two different types of breaks: divisional and top spot. Divisional breaks are most common. In this format, all 8 individuals who enter a football-themed break will be positioned next to one of 8 football divisions after their names are randomized using the show's dice roll number. When the mystery box is opened, the football division of the team represented in that mystery box becomes the winning division. The lucky collector whose name is randomly placed next to that football division takes home the signed piece of authenticated memorabilia. Our top spot format is typically reserved for giveaways, college theme series, and non-football breaks. In a top spot break, all names are added to a list. They are randomized using the show's dice roll number. At the end of the randomization, the name at the top becomes the winner of the signed item or prize. Breaking sports memorabilia has never been easier or more fun than it is in Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Remember, every mystery box series you see on the show can also be purchased as a personal mystery box that is either shipped directly to your home for you to open, or you can request to have it opened on a future Ultimate Autographs Live Breaks broadcast. Also, while you're waiting for your break to fill, we encourage you to look around ultimateautographs.com to see if you find a piece of memorabilia you love and want to add to your collection. And don't forget, every live break spot you purchase will earn you Signature Club points if you are enrolled, which you can exchange for exciting UA prizes and store credit. All right, the time has come. Let's break some certified, authentic sports memorabilia in Ultimate Autographs Live Break Room. Tell them, boys.
Hello and welcome to Ultimate Autographs. I'm Kamen here with Dylan, and we are getting ready for a huge show. Going to have a lot of fun in the break room. A lot of great stuff in the room right now. How about the GOATs and Greats full-size replica helmet series, Dylan? That series is loaded. There's 2 Tom Brady's, a Patrick Mahomes, a Dan Marino, a Joe Montana, and a Brett Favre. We've got 50 boxes on the ticker except for the ones we already did. But 1 through 50, minus the ones we did, are all in the ticker. You guys can pick any of those. It's going to be fun. A fresh, authentic series. Some of the best running backs of all time. Jerome Bettis, Marshall Faulk. We also have some great quarterbacks. Tua, Warren Moon. Huge, authentic series. That's pretty new in the room as well. Brand new minis. The Playmaker minis. Justin Herbert. Justin Fields. LaDainian Tomlinson. Terry Bradshaw. Christian McCaffrey. Eddie George. Need I go on, Dylan? That series is loaded. Jerseys, pretty good as well. Winding down, 12 jerseys left. Still looking for Ezekiel Elliott. I can't get fired up for a huge show. I'm ready to go, Dylan. How are you? The birthday man, Dylan, turning 19 tonight. How are you doing?
I've been feeling adequate today.
Adequate. Adequate is not good enough. I want to feel great, Dylan.
Like, yeah, adequate in the sense of, like, it's just been a very relaxing.
There you go. That's good. Happy birthday, bro, says Gear Prophet. That's Luigi, and he says, yo, 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 let's go. Kamen, I think it's going to be a big show, brother, says Jacob. I could not agree more with both of those guys. So let's get it. Goats and Greats, that's coming up. Let's pull up the randomizer, though, and see our dice roll. We need 6 or higher on the dice roll. Here we go. 2 virtual dice. going to be great because it's my lucky number. 8 on the dice roll, my favorite number. Let's get it. Let's see what we're chasing. It smells like a 50-box night, says Jacob. Well, that would be something. 50 is good with me. Heck, we do 30. I'm happy. So here we go. Spinning that chase wheel spin. This will be close. It is the Goats and Greats. Goats and Greats chase item of the day. We have 50 boxes available in that series, guys, minus the ones we've done through 50 on the ticker. Goats and Greats helmets is the chase. My goodness, that is a fantastic chase tonight. Let's get rolling. Let's get rolling.
Luigi, he has a question.
So happy hour mini. So Luigi, the happy hour mini, we're just running on happy hour. If you really want to close it up tonight, we can post it back for you. But yeah, I think you bought in right when we took it down. That is only running during happy hour. All other series are running. But Luigi and anyone else, if you guys really want to post the happy hour mini back up, we could make that happen. So Nelson Schwartz got his Cooper helmet today. Had to cancel his trip due to COVID. I'm sorry about the COVID, but congratulations on the Cooper helmet. Cooper helmet. So, Luigi, I can tell you this. The happy hour mini would be best done during happy hour because until we close out the rest of the happy hour mini, that's going to be the chase every show. So that fills up during happy hour. That would be fun. All right, Goats and Greats are ready to go, guys. Brandon Barrick, Tyson Leach. We got Christian Duda. We got Anthony Luisi, Chris Reitmeyer, Joe Janice, and Larry Rossland. It does carry over, Mr. Luigi. We'll do that tomorrow at 4 for the happy hour show. It was fire, Big Daddy. Shout out to Jacob Hayes on getting it to me. Fantastic. All right, Luigi is in this break. Chris Reitmeyer, Joe, Larry, Brandon. Drop me a box number. Tyson Leach as well. Christian Duda. Goats and Greats. We have through 50. Half the series has either been pulled or is on the ticker. So let me know, gentlemen. Let me know. We do have 5 to go in that authentic series. 5 in the jerseys. 6 in the fresh minis. The new minis are insane. Just insane, Dylan. So looking forward to doing a bunch of those tonight. Here's a link to our eBay. This closes tonight at 8:30. This is for the Goats and Greats for the first show tomorrow night. First break of the show will be an eBay break. So you can bid on your teams. You can get a team as cheap as $8.99. That is closing up here in the next hour and a half. Mr. Profit wants 40. All right. Luigi wants box 40, Dylan. We'll do 40. And we'll rock and roll on the Goats and Greats. First break of many today.
Back?
It's in the back, correct. So if you see Dylan going in the back, taking a second to get the boxes, we only have through 25 in the room. We can't fit all those boxes in here, but I want to give you guys opportunities to get more boxes. Dylan is going in the back to get box 40 in Goats and Greats. Hall of Fame game currently on rain delay, says Nelson Schwartz. That's right, Nelson. Football is back. Jaguars and Raiders tonight. I normally stay away from preseason betting, but I had to put some money down on the Raiders minus 1.5 because I haven't had a chance to bet on football in a long time. Jaguars without Trevor Lawrence. I put my money on the Raiders. 8 clicks on the randomizer. Chris Reitmeyer has the NFC North up top. Chris just won a Randy Moss during the happy hour show with the NFC North. Larry, you've got the NFC South. That could be Tom Brady, Brandon Barrick, NFC East. We got Christian Duda, NFC West. Tyson Leach, AFC North. By the way, Mr. Duda, that could be Joe Montana. Christian Duda, also AFC South. Joe G, you've got yourself the East. Could be a Brady Pats helmet. Could be a Dan Marino. And Anthony Luigi, you've got yourself my favorite division in this series, the AFC West. Could be Patty Ice, Patrick Mahomes. Dylan's going to bring in box 40 from the back. Then we're going to rock and roll with the Goats and Greats. Fantastic series, guys. I want to knock off tons of boxes this show. How does that sound, Dylan? All right, here we go. Box 40 in the Goats and Greats. 40 out of 100. Let's see the heats. Let's see the heats. We pulled Randy Moss and Keenan Allen in the early show in this series. What do we have in the night show? Woo! Chris Reitmeyer is on fire. At the NFC North, got Randy Moss. How about a TJ Hawkinson, Mr. Reitmeyer? He's cleaning out the division. Got to get the Favre next in the NFC North. TJ Hawkinson, one of the best tight ends in the NFL. 8th overall pick in 2019. About to enter his 4th season. 2020 Pro Bowler. One of the best tight ends in the game. Detroit Lions great. NFC North, that is Chris Reitmeyer on the TJ Hawkinson. John Mackey Award winner in college for best tight end in college. Chris, another win, another NFC North kid in the Goats and Greats. TJ Hawkinson going to Chris Reitmeyer. Dude is cleaning out this series right now.
Full house clean out.
Absolutely. Beckett certified. You got the Beckett QR code in the back. Here's Mr. Hawkinson signing the helmet as well. You get that too. Big Poppy Pump. Absolutely, I can share the live break page link. Here you go for him and for everyone else. Dylan, a lot of folks watching the stream right now. We're going to do a lot of breaks. So the Goats and Greats, hyped it up plenty the last few days, but I'll put it up on the randomizer so you guys can see what we got here on the screen for you. Again, 50 boxes in that series. We've either done them or they're in the room and on the ticker. Patty Ice, Dan Marino, Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Joe Montana. Maybe 5 of the 10 greatest quarterbacks ever. Russell Wilson as well was a great. A lot of great items in that series. 2 Tom Brady's. New Bell Cow Authentics, guys. 32 boxes left. Jerome Bettis is out there. Terrell Davis, Warren Moon, Marshall Faulk, Tua. And the Jaguars' first overall pick, Trayvon Walker. So obviously, Bettis, big running back. You know, very different than Marshall Faulk, who was a guy who would get catches and, you know, get in the open field and do his thing. Terrell Davis, another legend available in that series. Fresh minis in the room tonight. Brand new minis, Playmaker minis. 40-box series. 40-box series. Christian McCaffrey, Justin Fields, Justin Herbert, Terry Bradshaw, LaDainian Tomlinson, Michael Irvin, Eddie George. So we have one of the best young quarterbacks, Justin Herbert. One of the all-time legends, Terry Bradshaw. And we got some great running backs in that series as well. And a Cowboy, Michael Irvin, 3-time Super Bowl champ. Fresh mini-series in the room. 2 Brady's are still left in the Goats and Greats. Big Poppy Pump. We pulled Trevor Lawrence and Randy Moss as far as headliners. 2 Brady's are both left. Marino's left. Favre is left. Russell Wilson's left. Joe Montana's left. So, a lot of helmets left in that series. That is a 100-box series. But a bunch of them are already on the ticker. We knock off some more. We'll add some more. Guys, let's have a great time in that series. We'll run out of room if we put 100 in there. That ticker won't fit. Yeah. There's only so much that can fit on that ticker at once.
That is true.
Only so much we can fit at once. TJ Hawkinson. Awesome. Dylan, you know, you and I, we're Bear and Packer fans, but one thing that unites us is that
we hate Viking fans.
Well, Vikings, you know, I don't hate any fans, but I'll say this: we're united in beating the Lions. You know, if you're ever feeling bad about yourself, things are not going well, you play the Lions, you get a win. But Lions do have some talent. TJ Hawkinson would be a piece of that could turn things around for Detroit.
I wouldn't be surprised if they steal a game from one of us.
It could happen. Could happen.
That coach.
Zeke is still left in Feed Me, Edmund. The Zeke is still left in Feed Me. We have just 12 boxes left in the Feed Me series. 12 to go in the Feed Me. I know you're going to ask for the pick one, get three, Edmund. Unfortunately, a lot of folks want the Zeke right now. So once the Cowboys get filled up, we've had a hard time knocking off other teams. So we'll make it a divisional break. I'll give everybody a shot at the Zeke. Our rule is, Dylan, once we get down to 10 boxes and we still have a couple headliners left, we take down the pick one, get three. We're at 12 right now. It's right on the edge, but we haven't been moving in that series because once the Cowboys get sold out, everyone's like, well, I can't win the Zeke. I don't want to play anymore. So that will remain as a divisional break, Edmund. But that is definitely good. I want to make it fair for everyone, so I wasn't going to ask. There you go, Edmund. I appreciate that, man. Edmund is a great guy. So we love having the pick one, get three. We'll bring it back in the room at some point, but typically we love having that when there's like 5, 6, 7 headliners left, when we can get everyone gets divisions with headliners. The 2 headliners left in the jerseys are Maurice Jones-Drew and Ezekiel Elliott. So if we had 4 headliners left, I would have the pick one, get three. Once we pulled Tomlinson and Odell Beckham, we went down to 2 headliners away from the pick one, get three. So there you go. But hey, you can definitely get that Zeke for sure. We do have personals available in that series as well. So you can get a personal. So a lot of options. It is pick one, get three, guys. If you're going to buy 5 spots in the breaks tonight, might as well buy them at once. Select the Feed Me jerseys as your 6th order and get that spot for free.
Game's delayed.
The game is delayed, that's right, because of rain. So we thought we were going to see football, Dylan. No football yet.
I want to see football.
I want to see some football, guys. Want to see some football.
Anticipating it.
We're knocking off slots left and right. Goats and Greats number 2 is full. That's coming up. We have 3 spots to go in the Authentics. 3 spots to go. I want to give a big hello to Dylan's grandma if she's watching tonight.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Grandma. Dylan's birthday today. His grandma might be tuning in the stream tonight. So shout out to Dylan's grandma. Look at this. Anthony Luigi with the big order. Jacob Hayes. Matthew Dunn, all making huge orders in the last few minutes, guys. Goats and Greats is full. We'll take a second box number. We just did 1 in that series. Let me know on a box number, gentlemen. Goats and Greats. A lot of options. 1, I'm not going to read them all. There's too many to read, Dylan. And I normally randomize for box numbers. I hate doing low number. However, there's like 30-something boxes on there. So I'm going to do low number if we don't get a box number. Jacob, 17 has already been done. The ticker, I'm seeing 15, 16, 18. We already did 17. Looking for 17 for Josh Allen. Mr. Luigi wants 1. There you go. Coming in with 1. Jacob had 14. In our last Authentic series, Dan Marino, I think, was in box 2. It was either 2 or 3. I think it was 2. And other than Brady, that was the second best helmet in that series. So the second best helmet was in box 2. So who's to say that the best stuff is always at the end? You never know. We're going to go with box 1, Dylan. Very first box in the series. Very first one. Every NFL team is represented in this series, guys. Every NFL team is in this series. So
Could be a wise choice.
could be a good choice. Box 1. We're going to go 8 clicks on the randomizer, guys. They're also entered in the Chase wheel spin. Oh, man, playing with fire, said Luigi. Never know. You never know. 7 and 8 clicks. All right, here we go. Going against the odds, says Anthony. All right. 8 clicks on the randomizer. We got Matt Dunn up top. This is easy. Matt has every NFC division. And he's got the AFC South. So Matt wants either AFC South or any NFC division, which could be, of course, Brett Favre. Could be Joe Montana. A lot of options. AFC East is Zach Barrick. That could be Dan Marino, could be obviously Brady on the Patriots. Anthony Luigi's got the AFC North, and then we got Jacob Hayes. Jacob's got the West, which could be Patrick Mahomes. So a lot of options. I say Luigi. I know it's written Luigi. We call him Luigi here. Luigi. That's his nickname. So here we go. Let's see if you call out a good box number. 0 headliners, says Mr. Gear Prophet. We'll see. We have some other good stuff. We have a lot of Ravens stuff. We have a lot of Steelers stuff. A lot of good stuff in this series. Goats and Greats number 1. Here we go, Dylan.
Here we go.
Number 2, actually. Excuse me. Already number 2. We got one of the best nicknames in sports history, Dylan Man. One of the best nicknames ever. It's the Nigerian Nightmare Christian Okoye on the Chiefs replica helmet. Fullback, 2-time Pro Bowler, led the NFL in rushing yards in 1989. First team All-Pro that year. The year before I was born, Christian Okoye, JSA certified, single spot snipe. Jacob Hayes letting us know. AFC West. Jacob is taking down Christian Okoye.
This time it wasn't Larry.
It was not Larry with the single spot snipe. It was Jacob Hayes. Congratulations, Jacob. Goats and Greats number 2. Dylan should have the third one ready to go. He does. Good job, Dylan, man. We closed out the Authentics as well. So, fantastic. By the way, this is the Goats and Greats. AFC North, we have the pictured headliners, right? Wow. Luigi, we have a Ray Lewis in this series. So, that would be an AFC North hit. AFC South, J.J. Watt on the Texans. So, every division has some good hits. For sure in this series. Dylan, you're saying, wow, what's going on?
Oh, never mind. I was going to say, because I thought it was already closed out.
The Authentic is closed.
Oh, wow.
We're moving. Thank you very much, guys. Closing up the Authentic. That break is coming up. That break is coming up. Cannot wait for the fire, Dylan. Cannot wait for that fire. Bell Cow number 1 coming up next. If you're in the Authentic break, do drop me a box number. Jacob, congrats on your win. Congrats on your win, man. Putting positive mojo out there saying it's going to be a huge night. Maybe you're just warming up with that hit. Warming up. Dylan, I said we can knock off 10 of these tonight. Why not?
We'd be on pace for it right now, though.
We are on pace. We've done 2 in 20 minutes. 2 in 20 minutes. That would be 6 in an hour. We would knock off 10 in less than 2 hours. That's nicely done. I'm 0 for 2, but I'm calling a box anyway. 1, says Luigi. Third time's the charm, man. Third time's the charm. Jacob Hayes wants 1 in the Bell Cow Authentics, Dylan. 1 will do. Christian Okoye. All right. Jacob. 5 in Bell Cow number 1.
5, okay.
Box 5.
I was going to say, if you go with 1 again, that's kind of...
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
1 didn't hit last time. It could have hit this time. No bad hits, though. Just wasn't like a headliner or anything.
No.
Yeah, he called 1 in the last one. That's right. First, right. Yes, you did. You did call 1. Robert Boulay, Chris Reitmeyer, Joe G, Jacob Hayes, Anthony Luisi, and Matt Dunn. Thank you, gentlemen. Box 5 in the Bell Cow Authentics. 8 clicks on the randomizer. Dylan, this has 2 of my all-time favorite NFL players. Jerome Bettis and Marshall Faulk. 2 legends of the game. 2 very different style. Oh, he called 1 again. 1. Oh, he did. Okay, excuse me. You're correct. I do see 1 first. 1 did come through before Jacob Hayes. You are correct. Luigi, you beat him by 1/100th of a second. He is correct. Box 1 was first. Yes. We'll do 1 again. 1 will do. I like it, Luigi. Going with that one again. Both Brady's are still available, Michael Walker. Correct. Both Brady's and the Goats and Greats, as well as Dan Marino, Patrick Mahomes, Brett Favre, Joe Montana. All available. 8 clicks on the randomizer. Here we go. The NFC North is hot, and it's Anthony, you are in there. NFC North for Mr. Luigi. We've got NFC South is Joe. Matt Dunn, NFC East. Jacob's got the NFC West. Bob Boulay is the AFC North. Could be Jerome Bettis.
Could be.
We got Chris Reitmeyer, AFC South. Matt Dunn, AFC East. Matt Dunn, AFC West. Bell Cow Authentics. Let's get the party started. We are going to do box 1 in the spirit of moving. Luigi did call box 1 first. We will start with box 1. Have not seen anything from Jacob in the chat. Maybe we can do box 5 next time around in this series. Now I'm curious what's in 5. Full moon. Jacob wants the moon. All right. Here we go. Bell Cow number 1. Jacob wants the NFC West. He wants Warren Moon.
Well, gonna get it?
Is he gonna get it? He's not, but I love this helmet. My goodness. This is one of the best helmets, one of the best inscriptions. Creative inscription. Smoke weed every day. That's what Ricky Williams would do. More than 10,000 rush yards for Ricky Williams. One of the best running backs of all time. Former Heisman Trophy winner in college. NFL star. Led the league in rushing in 2002. That is the AFC East, and that is Matt Dunn. Ricky Williams, full-sized authentic lunar. Congratulations, Mr. Dunn, on Run, Ricky, Run. PSA certified there on Mr. Williams. So that time, Luigi, you definitely picked a great box number. 1 was fantastic for the authentics. Fantastic hit. Matt Dunn bought a bunch of spots in this break. Can't say he didn't earn it with the Ricky Williams. Congratulations, Big Poppy Pump, Matthew Dunn. I like that helmet. It's very nice.
It's very, very nice.
Dolphins Lunars are clean. Very clean on Ricky. Clean looking, authentic helmet. So we got 1 spot knocked off in the next Goats and Greats, guys. We are just 5 away on the jerseys. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Let's keep filling up some breaks. Good start to the show, Dylan. 3 boxes in already in the first 25 minutes. We're moving. When we hopped on the air, nothing was sold out. I think we might have just sold one out right before we hopped on, but we're knocking off stuff left and right. Warren Moon will be pulled sooner or later in this series for sure.
Oh, he will.
But Jacob may not have the NFC West then, so we'll see. Congratulations, Matt Dunn. Matt Dunn. Kind of on a running back run. We pulled Okoye, fullback type running back. Ricky Williams. There you go. Can I buy a Goats? What is Matthew Dunn asking? We don't have personals in the Goats and Greats, Matthew Dunn. If you're asking for a personal, we don't have that because technically personals could possibly be opened at someone's house. Because if you buy a personal, it's not necessarily opened live on the air. We want everyone in our break room to see the Brady coming out. We want you guys, no secrets. No personals available in the Goats and Greats. So
No secrets allowed.
Yeah, no secrets allowed. But that's the beauty about the no personals. We know that Brady's out there. We're 100% sure that it has not been purchased otherwise.
Thank you.
You could buy out all the break spots. It's the same concept as a personal. However, we don't offer any box score for non-personals, even if you fill out all the numbers. But chances are, possibly one of those Brady's, if not both, is in the first 50. We just don't. It's a break room exclusive, Mr. Matthew Dunn. We've talked about, it's actually a break room rule, Dylan. As much as I would love to help you, the rule is no personals going forward on any series involving a Brady. That's just a break room rule. I don't make those rules personally, but I do follow them. You know, we've all got bosses. I got to follow the rules. Cannot make an exception on that. As you see, most of our series are available as personals in the mystery box tab. I want to say this might be the only one. Might be the only one. Yeah, you're good, man. You are good. Just trying to follow the rules.
Following the rules.
We do have through 50 available, though. Through 50 on the boxes available. So, again, those helmets, Brady, Marino, Mahomes, Montana, like, those guys are in, some of those are in the first 50 for sure. I'm guessing. For sure in the whole series, those guys are in there. So they'll be coming out sooner or later for sure in the Goats and Greats. So let me know where you guys want to go next. 8 spots to go in the Authentics, 7 in the Goats and Greats, 4 in the Hockey Pucks, 8 in the Beater Box, 5 in the Jersey, 6 in the Playmaker Minis. So an absolute fire first 25 minutes of the program. Let's get those orders coming in. Haven't had as much action in the last 10 minutes. Dylan, we got to make you busy, man.
Gotta make me busy.
Gotta be busy. What you could do, Matthew Dunn and everyone else, you guys can bid on a team. You could bid on a team for our Goats and Greats series. This closes at 8:30 tonight. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m., we start the show with one of our eBay breaks, where you guys have bid on a team. For each slot you get, you have 1 in 32 chance of winning. However, they're $8.99. So imagine buying like 10 teams for $90. You would have a 1 in 3 chance of winning the break. So something to think about for sure on those eBay breaks. Imagine getting the Patriots or Bucks for like $10 and hitting a Brady. That'd be wild.
Crazy.
That would be absolutely crazy. So get your orders in, guys. Get your spots in. Let's have a good time here in the break room. I believe we still have a rain delay. Is it a rain delay? The weather delay on that football game, Dylan. The first NFL football game in forever, since the Super Bowl. It's a preseason game, but we are excited the NFL is back. Definitely looking forward to that. So let me know what you guys want to do. Moon is in 5, says Jacob. All right, Jacob. Hop in, call out box 5. Get yourself Warren Moon. You need that. We do have personals available, Jacob. They're back on the field saying kickoff is at 8:40, said Edmund. So you guys can buy personals right there if you're confident on a box. Here's the live break page link. So a lot of options for the customers, Dylan. It is a clean helmet. That's a retro-looking Seahawks helmet. This is what Jacob's talking about. That Warren Moon. I love that like light blue on that silver. That just looks clean, Dylan. That is beautiful. Fantastic looking helmet. I think my favorite as far as sheer look, though, is that Jerome Bettis flash. Look at how sick that bad boy looks. The Bettis? You kidding me? That's nasty. So, a lot of options in the Bell Cow Platinum helmets, guys. You could buy a personal in that series and call out any box that you guys want. Sold out on the next Goats and Greats. Sold out. Let me guess. Matthew Dunn bought a bunch of spots.
Probably did.
Someone did. It is Mr. Dunn. The Falk is pretty dirty, too. I agree. The Falk is very dirty. So, Matthew Dunn, let me know on a box number. Or someone else who's in that break. I think Regimel's in that break, too. And Tyson, maybe?
Tyson and Regimel.
All right, Tyson, Regimel, and Matt Dunn. Let me know on a box number, gentlemen. Let me know on a box number. We have through 21 in the room, 26 through 50. minus what you called is in the back. Dylan will get that from the back. The Marshall Faulk is also dirty. I agree. Eclipse Marshall Faulk looking helmet. Probably two of my top 5 favorite running backs of all time. Marshall Faulk and Jerome Bettis. Cool. We're moving on the goats and greats still, and I said I want to get 10 of these done. We are definitely on track tonight.
Like he's buying into a lot of them, though. I said Matt's buying into a ton of.
Oh, of course he is. He wants to see the fire. Kamen, I tossed 5 bills on the game tonight. Go Raiders. I did bet on the Raiders myself. Raiders to cover -1.5. That is what I tossed down tonight. What's 5 bills on the game tonight? Is that like $5? Is that $500? I don't know what that means.
5 bills.
I bet like, I think 20 or 30 on the game tonight. I think 30 on that game tonight.
I don't bet on those type of games. They're not really that important.
Not on the preseason, but I had to for fun tonight, just because football's back. I typically don't bet on the preseason, but I had to tonight. Regimo wants 28. 28 will do, Regimo. Thank you on that box score. 5-5, so 25. So that's about what I put. Makes sense.
Back.
All right, we're going in the back to get box 28. All right, good luck, gentlemen. Tyson, Regimo, and Matt Dunn. Whole lot of Matt, Tyson, and Regimo looking for some single spot snipes. Here we go. 8 clicks. All right, so Matt has every NFC division. He's also got the AFC North and AFC South. Regimo, AFC East, has the Brady Bucks or Brady Patriots division and the Marino. Tyson, you've got the Mahomes division. 28, Dylan, 28. So Dylan is getting that from the back, guys. Box 28. Looking forward to some fire, gentlemen. Looking forward to some fire. If Matt stays in the room tonight, it's going to be a 50-box night. I hope so. I sure hope so. That'd be great. That would be fantastic. Divisions are ready. We're just waiting on the box from Dylan Man. 28. 28. 28. Going to be fun. I'm going to get the fresh goats and greats up for you guys while Dylan does that. Want to give you guys a shot to hop in right away. At least one, if not both, Brady's will be left after this break gets posted. So, it's going to be a fun show. It is going to be a very fun show. Oh, you're good, Dylan. No worries. 28 from Regimo. $25 is what Josh is betting on the game. Maybe that's what you heard. I'm getting that fresh one up for you, Dylan, but you can take down the third one. I wanted it to be ready so they can just go straight for it. I have a feeling that break is going to be filling like crazy tonight. The chase for Brady is on again. Here we go. Box 28 out of 100. 28 out of 100. Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck.
At this time.
Ooh. This guy's going to be happy with his new quarterback. Got ourselves Broncos young star, Cortland Sutton. 2019 Pro Bowler. More than 1,100 receiving yards in 2019. Really good player entering his 5th season in the league. Cortland Sutton. Also get him signing the helmet, the Cortland Sutton helmet, and we get the Beckett certified there on Mr. Sutton. That is the AFC West. Wow, that's a bad beat.
Hey.
Matt Dunn, I'm sorry, bud. 6 spots in there, but 1 spot is all it takes to win. Tyson Leach with
Wow.
the snipe. Single spot snipe. Portland Sutton.
Okay, Matt.
That's
It's the
crazy.
best of us.
Broncos country, let's ride, says Nelson Schwartz. That's what the last series was called, and that is what Russell Wilson likes to do. We could do double box breaks, Jacob, if you guys want it. I do say double box breaks if we can get 5 folks agreeing. If we do post doubles, I want to make sure that they fill. Yeah, baby, says Tyson. We can do doubles in the reps. We can do doubles in the authentics. We must have 5 guys going. There are 2 G&G number 4s on the website. Oh, I think we both posted one, Dylan. We just take down one of them right now. You're good. I think I posted them while you're gone. Thank you, Regimal, for the update. Nice helmet, though, for sure.
I was going to say, I already got another one up on the site before that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't refresh. That was my bad.
No,
But
you're
we're good. Dylan and I both are so anxious to post that we're so excited. I just know you're in the other room, and I didn't know how long it was going to take, so
You
I
said,
put it in
I
there.
heard 25, and I was like, we pulled 25 already.
Yeah, we did. All right. 1 Goats and Greats on the website, guys. Might take a second to refresh. There you go. 1 on the site. We have 6 to go in the minis, by the way, guys. Pretty cool mini helmet series, if you ask me. Pretty cool mini helmet series. Mr. Dunn, if you want to buy out the entire one, you can. It's one way to do a personal. Just buy out all the spots. All right. What's next, guys? What's next? 3 breaks already done in the Goats and Greats, Dylan. Cruise control. Cruise control in the break room.
Cruising.
We are cruising. Thank you, everyone, for hopping in the breaks tonight. Matt Dunn, Regimal Taglacod, Tyson Leach, Anthony Luisi, Jacob Hayes, Zach Barrick, Zachary Erickson, Larry Rossland, Cody Eisman, Joe Janice, Chris Reitmeyer, Anthony Luisi, Christian Duda. All those guys, Dylan, have gotten orders since happy hour. All of them gotten orders since happy hour. A bunch of folks watching the stream, a bunch of folks visiting the site. Safe to say it's going to be a busy night. See what I did there, Dylan?
I see what you did there.
Site and night. Clever. You're like grooving over there, Dylan. You've got like that birthday groove going. How does 19 feel, Dylan? Any different than 18? About the same?
Somewhat.
So what do you guys think about this Hall of Fame game tonight? I heard Trevor Lawrence is not playing. Would you play Trevor Lawrence in the game or not? The obvious argument for not playing him, you don't want your franchise quarterback getting injured. The flip side, is that he had a bad first season. He's got new receivers, new coaches, needs more reps. He can get hurt in practice, can get hurt at any time. Obviously, with the rain, might change your opinion, but what do you guys think about Hall of Fame? Should we be playing in that game? Trevor Lawrence. What's up, Carlo? Carlo in the house. The question is he a franchise QB? T. Law needs at least 1 series. Talking about, Trevor Lawrence. I agree. He needs some reps. That's what I'm saying, Dylan. You can't get better if you don't play.
Reps. Exactly.
I mean, come on. Put him in the game. So, Jacob, as far as is he a franchise QB, I say that we have to wait and see. First year, a lot of injuries, a lot of problems in Jacksonville. I'm not ready to count him out yet, but he's got to start proving it in year 2. Game is underway, says Nelson. Fantastic. Carlo is here for the Brady, I presume. The Goats and Greats.
The Goats and Greats.
We have up through 50 on the ticker out of that 100-box series, guys. Dylan's going to be going to the back and forth all night, which is fine. That works. Want to give you guys more options for boxes. Want to give you guys more options. The ticker is almost full. It's not letting me input any more numbers, believe it or not, Dylan. So we have through 50 in the Brady series. I mean, I say the Brady series, but, I would want the Mahomes personally. I know some folks want the Marino. Dylan, you'd probably want the Favre.
Probably.
I mean,
we
some
did
folks
pull
want the
Favre.
Montana. Like, we have so many great stuff. Favre is in that series, too. Insane. Looks like Carr is out too. Stidham in at quarterback for the Raiders. Okay. So, I don't know. Resting their quarterbacks. All right. I did bet on Raiders minus 1.5 tonight. Trayvon Walker's playing tonight. Trayvon Walker, by the way, is in our Authentic series. Trayvon Walker, #1 overall pick for the Jaguars. How about this? Raiders already moving the ball.
Oh.
Jaguars are not good, Dylan. They're already within the 30-yard line. We are less than 40 seconds into the game.
Adams playing too or no?
I'm not sure about Adams. They're now in the red zone, Dylan.
Oh.
It's just like that. I did bet on the Raiders minus 1.5. I also bet on over 30.5 points. I know there's a lot of rain, but do they really think it's going to be that low scoring? No. That was a shocking over-under. Shocking over-under, in my opinion at least, 30.5 points for that game. Jacob says, I saw him warming up, but I don't know if he's playing. Okay.
He might or might not be playing. Sometimes they start their guys, sometimes they don't.
3 preseason games in the NFL this year, but the teams that do play in the Hall of Fame game, they play 4. So typically you play 4 and you play 5 if you're in the Hall of Fame game. Now it's 3 and 4. Less preseason games, but 1 more extra NFL game in the regular season. 17 games in the NFL nowadays.
Sometimes it's like a make or break situation, basically, for certain guys.
Sure.
They don't want to get cut, basically.
Oh, yeah, it's huge. It's very important. For some guys, like, the preseason is making that NFL roster. It's very important. 53-man roster. Think about this. Even if you're number 53, you're still a part of an NFL franchise. You're still getting paid a good amount, and you're getting, to go to these games and have a good time. So, you want to make the NFL roster. Preseason is huge for many players. Not necessarily huge for the stars, but for those secondary level guys, it's very huge.
And then when the day comes, they get cut. It's like, oh,
I know.
You feel bad. You tend to feel bad for certain guys. Justin Ross, I know he was an undrafted guy in the draft. He got a leg ACL injury or something. He's out for the year now.
Yeah, that's brutal. Brutal. Phone died. I'm back, says Matt Dunn. All right, welcome back, Mr. Dunn. Welcome back. Fresh Goats and Greats is up. We got 4 spots to go in the jerseys, 6 in the minis, all 8 in the authentics, all 8 in the Goats and Greats. Here you go, Mr. Dunn and everyone else. Live break page link. I will share the individual link to the Goats and Greats. So that's nice and easy for you. So those are the options. A lot of great breaks available. Goats and Greats. A little surprised we're not moving on to minis too, Dylan.
No, we usually are.
Fresh minis. LaDainian Tomlinson's available. Michael Irvin, Justin Herbert, Christian McCaffrey, Justin Fields, Eddie George. Where's Josh Lasseter? That is a playmaker series indeed. And there's the Terry Bradshaw in there. Terry Bradshaw Lunar. So fantastic stuff in the Playmaker minis. Like I said, Goats and Greats, in case you just hopped in, we have through box 50 on the ticker available, except for the ones we pulled. Mahomes, Wilson, Favre, Marino, Brady, Montana. None of those guys have been pulled yet. They're all available in that series. That is insane. Bell Cow Authentics. Pretty fresh series in the room. We have not pulled any one of the headliners except for Warren Sapp. Bettis is still out there. Maybe the strongest running back ever. Marshall Faulk, one of the best dual threat running backs. Bro Davis, one of 8
Bro
guys to
Davis.
rush for 2,000 rush yards in a season. Tua's out there. Warren Moon is out there. Trayvon Walker, #1 pick for the Jaguars. He's playing in the game tonight, and he's here in the break room. So, let's do some breaks, guys. Who wants to get some spots? Who would like to get some spots into the break page? Here we go. Orders are coming in. We got, let's refresh here. Sam Saboni hopping in the break. Sam, my man. Got himself a spot in the minis, the goats and greats, and the authentics. So he is paying attention to what's hot in the room, what's cool in the room. And Matt Dunn closed out the jerseys. Feed Me jerseys are closed out. Let me know on a box number, Mr. Dunn. Feed Me jerseys are closed. We have just 12 jerseys left. They're all in the room. They're all on the ticker. Zeke is still out there. Maurice Jones-Drew is still out there. So, what did I tell you, Dylan? 4 series would be hot tonight. So far, I've been right. So far, so good. Always good when I look smart. I'd rather look smart than dumb, Dylan. It's usually the goal.
Usually everyone's goal.
That's right.
So look as smart as you can.
What's up, Jacob? Jacob's got a few questions. Mr. Dunn wants 3. I don't know if you closed out the wrong break. But
3.
Mr. Dunn, we have 3 is not out there in the jerseys. When are we going to break some more loaded dice, Jacob? I'm not sure exactly. Loaded dice, I'm hoping, is back in the room next week. We don't have one back there right now, but we'll get that posted soon. Mr. Dunn, we have 37, 39, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 through 55 in the jerseys. Box 3 is not out there. Maybe he meant 37, 39. I'm not sure.
9. He could mean what he means.
Not sure. Which one do you want, Mr. Dunn? And Dylan is getting that list finalized right now and feed me #1. Jacob, I'm not sure about the college football series. That's a great question. We have done college football series in the past in the room, Dylan. To be honest, they don't move as well as the NFL series. That is why we don't have them all the time, because the NFL series do move a little bit quicker. But with the start of college football, that's not a terrible suggestion. That might be something we look into.
Perhaps it will move.
Perhaps. It does move. Like, everything moves here. Just saying that in the past, our NFL series tend to do better than our college series. We do have college helmets sprinkled into our NFL series, though. We do have some college hits as well. Last question, you'll like this. Okay, Jacob. Zachary, Gabriel, Zach, and Matt Dunn. Matt, Zach, Gabriel, and 2 Zachs in here. Let me know on a box number. Matt Dunn wanted 3. 3 is not out there in the jerseys. 3 is not out there in the jerseys.
As sad as it is not out there.
That'd be crazy. Fresh jersey break is up as well. We got 5 spots to go in the minis. How much you want to bet Warren Moon is in box 5? So, Jacob, I'm not going to bet on that. I just don't feel like that would be right. However, I'll say this, Dylan. There's like 31 boxes left in that series, roughly about 30 left in that series. And it's like a 1 in 30 chance that Warren Moon is in box 5. So I'm willing to just guess that he's not in there just because I would have 30 shots and you would have 1, Jacob. But I don't know. Sometimes a gut feeling is a gut feeling. Matt Dunn wants 54. 54 will do, Mr. Dunn. 54 out of 55, Dylan, in the Feed Me jerseys. That'll do. All right, 8 clicks for our divisions. Box 54 coming up. the second to last box available out of the 55 box series. The Brian Urlacher box. I like that one. Probably the best 54 in sports. Although, I don't know. Zach Thomas was 54. He was very good. What are some other good 54s? That's like a linebacker number.
It is. I wouldn't remember, though.
So,
Other 50.
all right, Matt Dunn, you're up top. You've got the NFC North. We got Zachary Wenzel, NFC South. It is Matt Dunn, NFC East. Zachary, the NFC West. Zach Barrick, AFC North. Gabriel, AFC South. Matt Dunn is the AFC East and AFC West. Feed me jerseys. Box 54 out of 55. Here we go. What could we have in here? Got a receiver, Dylan.
Oh,
Got a receiver. It is Charlie Joyner of the Chargers. They were formerly the San Diego Chargers. Now they're the Los Angeles Chargers. Charlie Joyner, Pro Football Hall of Famer, member of that Ariel Coryell offense, like you mentioned, Dylan. Number 18, 65 career receiving touchdowns, more than 12,000 receiving yards, made multiple Pro Bowls. Like I said, Pro Football Hall of Famer, Charlie Joyner, number 18, AFC West, Matt Dunn, taking home Charlie Joyner. All right. Moving, knocking off breaks. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for making this another fun night in the Ultimate Autographs live break room.
Ivan. A fun day.
Been a fun day. And Dylan, I know it's your birthday, but the highlight of your day's got to be coming in the break room, right?
Oh, yeah. Probably already has, though.
JSA certified there on the Charlie Joyner. What are we close on right now, Dylan? Are we close on any breaks? I think we're close on the minis, somewhat close.
We should be somewhat close on the minis from what I last looked at. We're barely scratching the plate.
All right, guys, let's get those minis filled up. Let's get the goats and greats. The next authentics, we got a lot of series we want to move, a lot of series we want to knock off. Let's have a great night. I hope my points are adding up. Absolutely. Signature Club points. Got to get you that GOAT collector status and send you to the Hall of Fame. Just a clarification on the Signature Club points. I'm sure you're logged in, Mr. Dunn, but you must be logged into your account to get those Signature Club points. And here we go. Sam Saboni saying, just make sure you're signed in. I got 5 spots one night and forgot to log in. So, yeah, that's the key. Make sure you're logged in so those points are rolling. For the new customers in the room, I will drop the Signature Club Rewards Program link. Basically, for every order you get points. The more points you get, the more free stuff you get. So if you haven't joined the Signature Club, it is definitely in your interest to do so. Definitely in your interest to do so. I know Richard Cox is already a Hall of Fame collector or a GOAT collector, and he's going to get himself a trip to the Hall of Fame. You know, $500 gift card from us. He'll get a tour from a Hall of Famer, and he will get a signed mini helmet from a Hall of Famer. So,
Ooh.
Pretty cool.
They got to be having fun up.
It'd be great. Our team is out there right now for some signings. Not at the Hall of Fame game, but out there getting some signings. 3-0 Raiders getting a field goal early in the game, Dylan, man. 3-0 Raiders. Let's see the box score. Let's see if your boy Devontae Adams is playing.
Probably not.
I don't see him with the catch yet, but I'm not sure. Is Devontae Adams playing, guys? Are you watching the game tonight? And is Devontae Adams playing tonight? Do let me know. Do let me know, just because I'm curious. Derek Carr not playing. Trevor Lawrence not playing. So, no starting quarterbacks. Carlos says, have not seen Adams on the field. Okay. Getting some rest. Getting some rest. Got a lot of folks visiting the website right now, guys. A lot of folks on the stream as well. Let's get those orders coming in, and let's rip some fire here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. 7 to go each on the Goats and Greats and the Bell Cow Authentics, Dylan. We have just 5 to go in the Playmaker Minis. Josh Jacobs is playing. He's got a few carries, says Carlo. Absolutely. 5 carries for 30 yards on the box score. Just running through the Jaguars defense, Dylan. Josh Jacobs, cruise control right now. I like the Jaguars running back. Snoop Connor. Snoop, that's his name. Not Snoop Dogg. It's Snoop Connor playing. Not Travis Etienne. Snoop Connor. The 5th round pick out of Ole Miss in the backfield for the Jags tonight. That is a name. And the Raiders already have the football back, by the way, and they're driving again.
Really?
Things are looking brutal for the Raiders so far. Looking brutal. Got an order? Awesome. Thank you, guys. Hopping into the breaks. Orders are coming in. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies.
Gentlemen and ladies.
I don't know if a lady's in the room tonight, but I got to say it just in case. Where's Megan tonight? I've not seen Megan Chandler yet. I don't know. Yeah, you know, the Jaguars just are not a winning franchise.
They have.
Even when they get good players, it just... I know Steven's very high in the Jaguars, and I love Steven. Steven's a smart guy, very knowledgeable on sports,
He's
but...
high on the Jaguars?
He's high on the Jaguars, and I'm like, Steven, gotta disagree with you on that one. Like, I mean, he picked the Jaguars to win the division. I don't see them winning anything, personally. That's just my take. Forgot the Fame game was tonight. That's right, the Hall of Fame game. Mr. Verdations, that's Sam Saboni. We are just excited football's back. I know it's an exhibition game. It's raining. A lot of starters aren't playing, but it's football. It's something that we've missed so dearly. And Dylan, you'll see this. We work Thursday nights together during football season. A lot of times folks will be in the chat commenting about the game. We'll be discussing the Thursday night game as we do the breaks. It's a little fun tradition here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. So, Raiders are cruising, Dylan. They're about to get in the red zone again.
Oh, really?
Again, they just scored. Got the ball back, about to score again. It's preseason. Don't get too excited, Raiders fans. But it is a good start. It is a good start. I say this about the preseason. Doesn't matter. But I'd rather go undefeated than go defeated.
Exactly.
Build some morale, build some winning culture. It certainly can't hurt. It certainly cannot hurt. And my bets are looking good. Raiders -1.5. Over 30.5. Bets are looking good, Dylan. Shaping in. Still mind blown that they traded Ramsey, but at the same time, totally a Jags move. Jalen Ramsey was a Jaguar. I forget about that because he's been so good with the Rams. Just won the Super Bowl. I forget that he was a Jaguar. They also had Leonard Fournette. Imagine if they had Fournette and Ramsey now.
They blew away so much of that cap.
Just terrible. Not a very smart franchise. I think Trayvon Walker just got a sack, Dylan.
Oh, he did?
Jaguars' #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker. He is out there in our authentic helmets. Just got himself his first career sack. It's a preseason game, so it doesn't count towards his regular season stats.
But it's like his first ever.
But it's his first ever sack as a pro. Trayvon Walker, #1 overall pick. He is out there in our Bell Cow Platinum Helmet Series, along with some fantastic running backs. Marshall Faulk on that 1994 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year helmet. We got Jerome Bettis on the Flash. We've got Tua, Warren Moon on that beautiful Seahawks retro helmet, and Terrell Davis on the Cowboys, not the Cowboys, the Broncos Lunar Authentic. So that's right. They did have Allen Robinson as well. Blake Bortles, the GOAT, says Nelson Schwartz. Blake Bortles, Dylan, believe it or not, was the quarterback in the AFC Championship game against Tom Brady.
And he won a playoff game, too.
He did. Mark Sanchez won some playoff games as well. Crazy things do happen in sports. I probably watched a total of about 30 minutes total of exhibition games. The only people who watch preseason games are folks who must bet on anything, says Bob. That's partially true, but I'll be honest, like, I would watch the Bears preseason games, Dylan, because I just love seeing how the young guys are doing. Even if I don't have a bet on the game, I'll try to watch preseason when I can. It's football. Right now, I'm excited football is back.
I am too.
6-0 Raiders settling for another field goal. So they're driving, but they're not finishing drives, looks like at the moment, Dylan. 6-0 Raiders Nation.
Raiders Nation.
Let's get those orders coming in, gentlemen. Let's get those orders coming in. We've been a little bit slow the last 10 minutes. We have done the 3 Goats and Greats rep helmets, 1 authentic break, and a jersey break. Already 5 boxes done, Dylan.
Ooh.
Let's keep doing more. Want to do more? We like doing 20 on the night shows. That's a goal that we love having. Doesn't get met every night. That's something we like. I know Jacob came in here saying a 50-box night, which would be great. But let's knock out 20 first. I don't watch the young guys because 95% of them will be valet parking cars at a fancy restaurant in about a month, says Bob. That's fair. That's fair.
It is fair.
I just love football. I want to watch the games. I love seeing how players do and how things build up. I mean, stuff like Trayvon Walker, obviously, he's going to get probably a lot of sacks in his career. He's a great player. He's in that Bell Cow Authentic Series. And I know it's a preseason game, but your first sack as a defensive lineman, like edge linebacker type, you remember your first sack. Like, that's a moment that he won't forget tonight. I can promise you that. Dom Veluso, Dom B in the house.
Tommy.
You have missed 5 breaks.
He's going to poke a little bit of fun tonight. It's okay, though. It's football season.
Is he going to poke fun at you?
He might.
He might. Hopefully he doesn't bring up Jeff Saturday. That's the only thing that I want. It's Dylan's birthday tonight, Dom. Be nice.
You know what's even worse, though, is Jeff Saturday is in that series, too.
Okay, there you go. Shove it, Dominic, says Mike Tedesco. So there you go. I love football, too, but I only watch games that matter. Where have Derek Garcia and Josh Lasseter been, says Jacob. That's a great question. Great question. Cortland Sutton coming out tonight. Dom Veluso, TJ Hawkinson, Christian Okoye, Charlie Joyner jersey. What are we pulling the authentic?
I have no... Pulled something.
The authentic was... Oh, Ricky Williams, Dom Veluso. You missed the Ricky Williams Lunar Authentic. Inscribed smoke weed every day, Ricky Williams. Dom, where are you at? You missed the authentic
where are you at?
For your Dolphins, man. Dom's gonna be nice as long as you don't provoke him tonight, Dylan. That's what he said. Don't poke the bear, Dylan. Don't poke the bear.
Funny guy.
Why just okayish, Mike? Mike says he hopes you have an okayish birthday.
Okayish birthday. Wow.
He's 19, Mike, not 17, 19. The big 1-9. Matt Dunn's phone is dying. He wants the live link again. Here you go, Mr. Dunn. Charge up that phone, brother. Charge up that phone. What are the birthday plans this weekend, Dylan?
Probably hanging out with a few friends.
Oh, yeah? Dom says they're going to party. Mike says you're an old man.
Oh my god. I don't want to be an old man. Oh, I mean, I don't want to be like, let's just say I don't want to grow up yet. Yet.
That's great. That's a great outlook to have. That is a great outlook to have, Dylan. I will buy a pay-per-view of Dom and Mike in a steel cage match, says Bob. 2 go in, but only 1 comes out.
2 go in, 1 come out. 2 go in. Good times. I would pay for that too.
I'll be honest though, like Mike Tedesco is amazing. I love Mike Tedesco. Dom Veluso was an offensive lineman in college. He told us he like squats like 800 pounds or something. Like I would not want to go up in a fight against Dom Veluso. That'd be tough.
That would be.
Nelson's saying, you guys see that Pat McAfee and Peyton Manning announced McAfee's casts on ESPN2 for some college football games this year. That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Let me just say this, Dylan. I don't want to reveal too much. But we just might have a Peyton Manning helmet that's half Colts, half Broncos coming up in a recent series.
Wait, like split down the middle?
Split down the middle.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Peyton Manning, half Colts, half Broncos helmet. Pretty cool. And I trained in the off-season with a professional martial artist from the 70s. I'm not going in the steel cage with Dom Veluso. You couldn't pay me money to enter that match.
No, I'd do that. I'd pay money.
However, Mike Tedesco did train Jackie Chan. So that's pretty good.
No. Mike Tedesco, nah.
You don't believe him, Dylan?
He trained no. Jackie Chan does his own stunts.
Okay, but he learned them from Mike Tedesco.
Oh, sure.
I love it. Nelson says, sheesh.
Why aren't you in any movies then, Mike? Why aren't you a movie star? You just don't want people to see your real talents, do you?
I don't know. Hey, look at this. We got some orders coming in. Robert Anderson hopping in. Let's see. We've got ourselves Matt Dunn with the monster order. Matt Dunn, I believe, closed out the Authentics. Mike makes enough money training him.
Exactly. Wait, enough money training him?
Yeah. Dom, we're not going there, my man. We are not going there again. Authentics, let me know on a box number. Let me know on a box number in the Authentics, guys. I think it's Matt Dunn and one other person, I think.
Sam Saboni.
Sam Saboni has 1 spot. Matt Dunn has the rest. So Matt or Sam, let me know on a box number in the Authentics.
Fine, internet. He doesn't care if he lost that 1 round.
Matt Dunn is here to ball tonight. Trying to collect those Signature Club points. Trying to collect those Signature Club points.
As he
what numbers are available? We've got ourselves 1 through 14 available in the Bell Cow Authentics. 1 through 14. Chasing a lot of wins, Mike. Got to be chasing Jerome Bettis. We don't have 34 available, Matt Dunn. We go in order. Pick 5, says Jacob. Nelson Schwartz says 5. Okay. 1, 2. Well, actually, 5 isn't on the ticker. Or did I take 5 off? Because, oh, yeah, we did 1. 5 is available. That's right. I took that off because I did it wrong. 2, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 available. A 35-box series.
Somebody got a subscription plan, too.
Perfect. Mr. Dunn, we've got you as the Bell Cow Authentics on your order. Bell Cow Authentics is what we got you as. Mike says, I worked until 8 and just crushed the pizza. First I ate all day. That sounds great.
What kind of pizza?
Yeah, what kind of pizza, Mike? I think we've got Matt Dunn. I believe he's in the Bell Cow. That's what I'm seeing.
He's in the Bell Cow.
Yeah, Mr. Dunn, I think you bought the bell cow. Where's the pizza from, Mike? He said, I thought I did the goats. We've got you in for bell cow.
Want to run the bell cow or?
Let us know, Mr. Dunn. We've got you down. Like, our order sheet does say bell cow for you. I don't know if you did that on accident or what happened. Would you like a bell cow helmet? Mike got local place New York style pizza. Mr. Saboni wants 8.
You'd be killed if you had it in Chicago. They would hunt you.
They would hunt him.
They would hunt him. Try to put his head on a stake. Any type of food in Chicago is like superior to most types of cities' food.
It is. Chicago pizza, especially, is fantastic.
Dish pizza. God, that's something.
All right, I guess we'll do box 8. I'm not sure if Mr. Dunn accidentally bought into the wrong break. Mike is not a fan of Chicago-style pizza, apparently. All right.
Don't worry, he'll get...
Okay.
Oh, one thing. Better watch it. Man, New York style pizza is the best. Like loudly in public for any like Chicagoan try to hear that.
Okay.
They will just deadlock, turn stare to you, and they'll be like, "I'm sorry, could you repeat that again?" So I do say we do have the best cheese. We are better than Chicago. Wisconsin, home of the cheese.
All right. Bell cow number 2. Sam Saboni in the NFC South. Matt Dunn has every other division. So, Mr. Dunn, I think he said carry on. All right, Mr. Dunn, good luck, man. Sometimes you click the wrong thing.
I mean, he does have 7 spots anyways, too, so...
Probably going to win. I mean, he might win something sick for all we know. Bell Cow Authentics coming up. My favorite number, 8, Dylan. Box 8. Come on out. Thing is like stuck.
Always get stuck.
Ooh. What do we have here? Ooh, this is something different. Aggressive. An aggressive bet. Oh my gosh. I've not seen this guy in the room before.
Really?
We're asking about a college series. We got ourselves a college helmet. It is Rocket Ishmael. Look at this inscription. Play like a champion today. Got the Rocket inscription on Notre Dame. College Football Hall of Fame receiver. One of the greatest college receivers of all time. Solid NFL guy. He played for the Cowboys, the Panthers. I think he was the longest, I believe, as a Cowboy. No, the Raiders, actually. He might have been the Raiders, too. Let's look him up. He played for several teams. Rocket Ishmael. Let's look up Rocket Ishmael stats. He played, how about this? I was right. Panthers, Cowboys, Raiders. 45 games as a Raider.
Wow.
39 as a Cowboy, 42 as a Panther. So we go with whatever team he played the longest for, which is the Raiders. Either way, that is Matt Dunn. Rocket Ishmael, play like a champion today. Notre Dame helmet. So, wow, that's close. The Panthers, 42 games. That was almost a snipe for Sam Saboni. But longest tenure with the Raiders on Rocket Ishmael. Love the inscriptions. The Rocket, play like a champion.
Yeah, you gotta
Fighting Irish.
You gotta be glad that he bought 7 spots.
That's fantastic.
It is a fantastic hit. If it's never been pulled in the break room, then you know it's a rare hit.
Yeah, it's a rare hit. More than 1,000 yards receiving in 1998 and 1999 for Mr. Rocket Ishmael. So, legend at Notre Dame. Absolute legend. That is Beckett certified. Love the inscriptions. Something different in the breaks tonight. Something different.
Something very different.
Matt Dunn, congrats on the dub. So I think he accidentally bought into this break.
But okay,
he does get a win, and he gets a unique helmet. Wow. He was really fast. That's why his nickname was the Rocket. You know you're fast when you get nicknamed that. All right. Congratulations, Matt Dunn, on your authentic. Notre Dame helmets are cool. Like, not everyone gets the Irish helmet. And when they come out of the locker room, they got that play like a champion on top of the locker room, Dylan. Like, you hit that play like a champion, and you just get fired up. So, I like it just because I know Matt Dunn is a big collector. But, I imagine he probably doesn't have anything Notre Dame. And Notre Dame is, very famous. The Irish are famous for a reason. All right, so maybe he'll buy into the goats and greats next.
Maybe he will. Maybe he will.
We'll definitely give him that number that he wanted. Mike hates Notre Dame. Mike is a Michigan fan. That's why.
Oh, that explains.
That explains it. Campus is beautiful, says Alex. It is a beautiful campus. My brother almost went there for college. His brother, Quadri Misso Ishmael, went to Syracuse and played 10 years in the NFL. So one was the Rocket, one was the Missile. They're both fast, Dylan.
Rocket and the Missile.
That's fantastic. I love those nicknames. So we got another Bell Cow authentic up, guys. Let's keep rocking and rolling in the breaks. Let's keep rocking and rolling in the breaks. Robert Anderson got himself a subscription, 3-month subscription. Cheaper spots in the breaks. Let's see him in the breaks. Robert. Robert is a guy who played with us a lot last fall, Dylan. One of our biggest customers. Have not seen him in a long, long time. So hopefully Robert Anderson comes back in the breaks tonight. Here's the live break page link, guys. So we have a subscription plan. Let me see where this is located on the site. Let's see. Ultimate Autographs. I don't know where that's located. I used to know, but we have some sort of subscription plan where you can get some spots off on your breaks. I'm trying to find it where that is exactly. I used to know exactly where that was, Dylan. I don't see it right now.
That's okay.
But you guys can contact us and ask about a subscription plan or where to find it right there. So I know that's something that we offered last year. I knew exactly where it was located. I think it's somewhere else on the break page right now. Somewhere else. Who wants to do some more breaks, guys? Who wants to do some more breaks? We've got ourselves 8 to go in the Authentics, 8 to go in the jerseys, 7 to go in the Goats and Greats replica helmets, 4 to go in the hockey pucks, 8 in the beater box, 5 to go in the minis. In case you just joined the room, I'll kind of give you a highlight of some of the stuff going on tonight, Dylan. Give them a highlight. Besides Dylan's birthday, we got some other highlights. The Goats and Greats. That series has Dan Marino. We have 2 Tom Brady's, Joe Montana, Brett Favre, Russell Wilson. None of those guys have been pulled. We have a whole bunch of boxes available in that series, guys, on the ticker. A lot of those guys will be coming out at some point soon. We have 8 to go in the Bell Cow Authentics. Again, I believe, Dylan, we're down to 30 boxes, I think, now 40. In that series. And we have Bro Davis, Tua, Warren Moon, Marshall Faulk, Jerome Bettis, Trayvon Walker. All those guys are out there. We also have a Tim Brown, a Michael Vick, and an O.J. Simpson in this series. So we have like pretty much a 1 in 3 chance you guys hit on one of those guys in the next bell cow break we do. Feed me jerseys. 11 jerseys left. We're still looking for Ezekiel Elliott. And we are still looking for Odell. Not Odell. We pulled Odell. We're looking for Maurice Jones-Drew. So Matt Dunn, who's placing a lot of orders tonight. Matt, if you're going to buy 5 break spots or more, select the 6th spot as the Feed Me jerseys. Get that spot for free. So buy 5 break spots, get the 6th for free. I'm a little bit surprised, Dylan, we haven't done a mini break tonight yet. We have Christian McCaffrey, Justin Fields, Justin Herbert, Eddie George, Michael Irvin, Terry Bradshaw, LaDainian Tomlinson. So some of the best running backs, both past and present. We have some great quarterbacks, a great receiver, a lot of options in the Playmaker minis. That is a double box break. So let me know what you guys want to do next. Those are just some of the great series we have. Hockey Pucks and Beater Box as well. The Goats and Greats are the chase today. So any Goats and Greats break that fills up, we'll spin that wheel. 13-0 Raiders. 13-0. They're cleaning house. Touchdown was, looks like, was scored by Amir Abdullah, one of their reserve running backs, former Viking. It's hiding at the bottom. No one wants to scroll past the beater box, says Mike.
Right there. It's like just see.
So the subscription, guys, I know there's some sort of discount you can get for buying in the breaks. If you get some sort of 3-month subscription. I'm not sure exactly where it's located, though. I will contact our customer service team. I can actually get you guys a better answer tomorrow. I can ask around. But I just know that that's what Robert's order came in, Dylan. It's some sort of subscription he got. So, but basically, I believe that's like you get a slight discount on the breaks. I know we were offering that last year. I don't know where it is on the site now, though. But maybe Robert Anderson knows about it because he renewed it from last year. I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Who knows?
But
people find strange ways to surprise us.
We'll get you guys more info on that front, though, for sure, guys. We'll get you more info. While we do that, let's get some breaks going. Let's get some breaks going. We are finally pretty open on the break page. Finally a little bit slow, Dylan. Finally slow after so much orders coming in like crazy the first hour or so. Who wants to do some more breaks? Who wants to hop in and rip some more boxes? Dylan, man, you want to see some boxes, right? Let's go. Get your spots, guys. Get your spots. So we've done 2 authentic boxes, a jersey for 3, 3 goats for 6. 6 boxes, Dylan? Feels like we've done more.
Crazy.
3.
Well, I think we did a little bit.
I think it's 6 boxes so far. But we have more coming up. Got to get to at least 10, probably 20 tonight. That's a realistic goal as far as boxes go. Where is everyone tonight? I think we're missing a lot of customers tonight. Let your buddies know.
Your buddies know.
Let them know we have through box 50 on the ticker and that Goats and Greats. So obviously Marino, Brady, Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Brett Favre, Joe Montana. Some of those guys have to be in the first 50 boxes. I'm just playing, the math. Some of them have to be in the first 50. So let's keep doing some Goats and Greats. Let's keep doing Goats and Greats. Let's knock off at least one more mini. At least one mini tonight. Where are we headed next? It's been a little bit slow other than Matthew Dunn. About the last 30 minutes, Matt Dunn has placed several huge orders. But other than Mr. Dunn, it's been just a little bit slow the last 20 minutes. We got to get those orders coming in. I almost wonder, to be honest with you, Dylan, if Robert Anderson's subscription auto-renewed or something, that could have happened as well. But nonetheless, let me know, guys. Here's the live break page link. Let me know where you guys want to go next. So, Dylan, are you looking forward to watching a little bit of Jordan Love in the preseason?
I can't wait to see. I'm excited to see what he can do.
Do you think he's going to play? I mean, like, you mentioned that you thought he might play in the regular season. I don't know that he's going to ever play in the regular season.
He's not going to play in the regular season. He might get a shot if we're, like, pummeling somebody, though. Beating him. That would be great.
All right, well, there you go. Jordan Love, I think, does need some playing time for sure. The Bears, the good news about my Bears is going into the season, Justin Fields knows he's the starter this year. Last year, he went in as the backup, got to start a lot of games. This year, the keys are handed over. Andy Dalton's gone. It's all about Justin Fields. So I think the preseason is going to be important for Justin Fields. Get that chemistry down, get that timing down, new coaching staff, new offense. It's the young guys that the preseason matters. You know, the Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady's, for those guys, doesn't matter much. Does not matter much. Did anyone bet on the game tonight? I did do a thing Bob Boulay probably doesn't approve of, betting on the preseason. I bet on Raiders minus 1.5 and over 30.5 points. 13-0 Raiders. So far, so good, Dylan. So far, so good on the betting front. And get this. They're in Jaguars territory again.
They are? Jeez.
Again. Just looking easy for Las Vegas in this game. About to score, probably go up 20-0. They might get to 30 points in the first half at this rate. Themselves alone. Crazy. What do you guys think about the upcoming NFL season, guys? Who's going to win the Super Bowl this year? I imagine you're going Packers, Dylan?
I have no idea. Maybe the Bills. Maybe the...
You don't know. It's going to be tough.
It's going to be a really tough contest in the AFC. And
I'm a little bit worried about the Bucs. Like you said, the AFC is the better conference. The Bucs come out of the NFC. You know, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Broncos, those teams battle it out. And the Bucs are more rested, more prepared. Tom Brady got Julio Jones. You know, I'm a Mahomes guy. I'm cheering for the Chiefs. But I think the Bucs might win with Brady again. We've heard that story again. Brady wins the Super Bowl. They got a real shot. Mike Tedesco's messing with us. He says the Browns. That is not very Steeler-like, Mike. Verdation, Sam Saboni likes the Bills. Of course, Josh Allen, a lot of expectations this year. They did add Von Miller, a guy who's won 2 Super Bowls on the defensive side. Alex Jacobs, a Broncos fan. He loves the addition of Russell Wilson and thinks Russell Wilson probably can carry the Broncos far. I'll say this. I've got Denver as the wild card in the AFC West. A lot of folks are talking about Raiders, Chargers. I think those teams are going to beat up on each other all year. I think we're going to get one wild card in the AFC West. Chiefs win the division. Broncos get the wild card. Why? Because Denver's got a better defense than the Raiders and a better defense than the Chargers. As good as Justin Herbert is, as good as Derek Carr is, I trust Russell Wilson more. Simply do, Dylan. So give me the Broncos coming out of the division, but not winning the Super Bowl. But you never know. I don't think there's a single team that stands out. I think a lot of teams have legitimate shots to win. Once you get in the dance, anyone can win. Rams and Broncos, Dylan, this last year, they were 4 seeds. They were both 4 seeds. So they got a shot.
they got a shot.
Larry says Chiefs get 3rd in the division. Woo!
I did kind of predict that
Okay.
a little bit.
Larry, here's the bottom line. And I love the bold predictions. That's what we're here to do. The Chiefs still have Patrick Mahomes, who is the best quarterback in the league, in my opinion, best passer rating of all time, statistically on a per-game basis, the best quarterback of all time in the regular season and postseason. They lost Tyreek Hill. I know. They still have Mahomes. They still have Kelsey. They still have Andy Reid. And their record in that division, they dominate the Broncos. They dominate the Raiders. They're so used to winning. I think that winning culture gets them over the hump, wins the AFC West. I'd be shocked if they got third in the division. But it's football. You never know. You know, they had an injury to Kelsey or Mahomes. Yeah, then they'll get third. Absolutely. We'll see. NFC could honestly be anyone, but Bucks probably the safest pick, says Sam Saboni. I mean, I think the Rams are really good, too. They just added Allen Robinson. Obviously, they got Donald back. Rams have a real shot for sure in the NFC as well. Mike's saying Chiefs going to get fourth. All right. Chiefs have won, like many division titles in a row. Many. I lost track, like 6 or 7 in a row. They've been in 4 straight AFC championship games. They've been in 2 Super Bowls in the last 4 years. I'd be shocked if they get fourth. But you never know. We need to rip some boxes, says Jacob. Jacob, we're at like 6, brother. Get those orders coming in, man. Get those orders coming in. We haven't had much action other than Big Poppy Pump, Matt Dunn over the last 30 minutes. Let's get those orders coming in. I agree with Jacob. I disagree with Larry and Mike on the Chiefs predictions. But, you know, it's possible, Dylan. You never know. Missing Tyreek Hill could have hurt them. That is why we play the games, for sure. Chiefs have a brutal schedule. They played an incredibly tough schedule, especially off the bat. But a lot of the teams in their own division have the same problem. So we'll see. Everyone else got better and Chiefs didn't. Yeah,
well, the Broncos do kind of have a cripple right now with Tim Patrick.
Tim Patrick going down hurt?
Yeah. Which sucks.
Chiefs lost Tyrann Mathieu in the offseason. That's probably the big defensive guy they lost. I get what you're saying, Larry, but the Chiefs have dominated that division for so long. I mean, the Chiefs were 12-5 last year. Raiders were 10-7. Chargers 9-8. Broncos 7-10. Like, did everyone get like 3 games better, 3 games worse? I mean, the Chiefs have had that division locked up early in the season the last few years. 2020, 14-2. Raiders second place, 18-8. 2019, Chiefs were 12-4. Broncos second place, 7-9. Like, I still think the Chiefs have been so far ahead of the rest of the division that I'm not ready to say that they're still not the elite team in that division. But that's just me. Eagles have a joke of a schedule. The Cowboys have some injuries. Speaking of teams that lost guys, Cowboys lost a bunch of players. Eagles, I would say, Dylan, it's 50-50 in the NFC East. I'm picking the Cowboys because I have to make a pick. But if the Eagles win the division, that would not surprise me. That would not surprise me. Chiefs were 5-1 in the division last year. 5-1. I know teams change. Kansas City was 5-1 in the division last year. They know how to beat those division teams. They just know how to win those games.
They do.
Go look at their schedule. Cakewalk, says Don Veluso. Let's take a peek at the Eagles' schedule.
Most teams are having cakewalks. Our team, I know, has a bit of a weak schedule right now.
Lions, Vikings, Commanders, Jaguars, Cardinals, Cowboys, Steelers, Texans, Commanders, Colts, Packers, Titans, Giants, Bears, Cowboys, Saints, Giants. Pretty easy schedule for sure for the Eagles. I agree with that.
Exactly. Orders.
Few orders coming in?
It seems like it.
Come on, guys. Get those orders coming in. Loving chatting football with you guys. We did a bunch of boxes in the first hour. We have slowed down considerably. 2 Bradys out there. Marino, Mahomes, Favre. All those guys out there in the Goats and Greats series. In the Authentics, Jerome Bettis, Marshall Faulk, Warren Moon. A lot of options there. Fresh minis. LaDainian Tomlinson. Justin Fields, Justin Herbert, So many options. Let's get some orders coming in. We have Dante Culpepper all the time, Mr. Hayes. Dante Culpepper is in the room all the time. Here's that authentic series, guys. You see the headliners. Two of my favorite running backs in that series, Marshall Faulk and Jerome Bettis. Don Veluso's guy, Tua. Jacob Hayes loves the Warren Moon. Let's rock and roll in that series. We got 7 to go in the Goats and Greats. 7 spots to go. Marino, 2 Brady's, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Brett Favre, Joe Montana. All guys we have yet to pull in that series. We have up to box 50 in the room in that one. Playmaker Minis. Playmaker Minis. I mentioned these names. Terry Bradshaw is in that series. Mike Tedesco, your boy, Terry Bradshaw. Justin Herbert is in that series. Good series for Justin Fields as well.
Yeah.
So, a lot of options. Let's head on over to the break page and make some orders. Got to get those orders coming in. We've been very slow the last 30 minutes. We'll be here until at least 8:50. Let's see where we're at in the next 12 minutes, guys. I'll be honest, we haven't had any action in the last 20 minutes. So let's get moving. Jacob, I have a Culpepper Vikings Lunar Authentic I could trade, says Bob. Okay. Hey, Bob. Dylan Mann. We got to get moving.
Yeah, we do got to get moving.
Got to get moving on the orders, guys. We love talking sports. We're happy to keep talking sports. But we must be filling up breaks in order to do that. Must be filling up some breaks. A little bit surprised we haven't been a little bit hotter than. Got off to such a hot start, Dylan. Cooled off a little bit. Cooled off
a little bit.
We want your grandma to see what the break room's all about.
She probably was here for a little bit.
Come back, Dylan's grandma.
I don't know if she departed. Did she?
Dylan's grandma watching the stream tonight, guys. Let's make Dylan's grandma happy. Dylan's birthday. We want to do some breaks for Dylan. Dylan wants to see some breaks on his birthday. He does not want to go home without ripping at least double-digit boxes. We're at, what's the count, Dylan? 6, I think?
Yeah, it should be 6.
6 boxes right now. We got to get more done. We got to get more boxes done, guys. I think we can definitely get another Goats and Greats done. Add more names to the chase list. We can definitely get another mini done as well because we haven't done one yet. Want to see what that series is all about tonight. Is Matt Dunn still in the stream? I don't think so, Jacob, because he's not making orders. His phone probably died.
Oh, no.
So, here's the deal. I know Jacob wants to see some breaks. I know a lot of other folks want to see some breaks, guys. Who wants to get the party started? Question for the room. What break would you guys like to do right now? Let us know what break you want to do. Maybe someone else wants to fill it up with you because we got to get moving on the orders, Dylan. We really got to get moving. Do not want to go home yet.
Not yet.
Dom wants to do the minis. Okay, Dom. You hop in the minis, that could go a long way towards filling that up. We do have 5 spots to go in the minis. So, Sam wants to do the mini as well. So, Dom and Sam, you guys each get a spot. That'll get us down to 3 spots, and that'll fill like that. So, let's get those orders in, guys. Let's get those orders in. Dylan, I make the reference. I made this with Luke recently.
Reference.
And, you might get this reference better than most. A lot of times, we have a lot of folks in here who want to do breaks. But they're afraid of that number 7, 8, 5, 6. Like, when it gets down to 3, they're like, I'm going to hop in, it's going to fill. So it's kind of like when a guy and a girl both like each other in high school. Like, sometimes you like that person, you want to do the break, you like the breaks, but you're just waiting for someone to make the first move. Once one person makes a move in a series, the rest are going to follow, Dylan. So someone out there, make the first move. What's the worst thing that can happen? That's a break you want to do. Worst thing that could happen is it doesn't fill tonight. Guess what? We don't take your money. That's going to fill tomorrow night. So all our breaks carry over. Get your spots in, and you'll see those breaks most likely tonight, but possibly tomorrow night if it doesn't fill. So make the first move. Doesn't hurt you at all. Jacob says, I'll jump in the minis for y'all. Nelson says, I'll also hop in the minis. All right? So we got 4 people who want to play minis. We have 5 slots remaining, Dylan. So who's going to be the person who makes the first move? Who is going to make the first move?
Hero.
All right, we have a first move. Sam, Jacob, and Mike all made the move at the same time.
Wow.
They all made the move.
There we go.
There you go, fellas. I'm in. Here we go. Orders are coming in. This is teamwork. Nelson hopped in as well. So, Dom, we're just waiting for you, bud. 1 spot to go, I think, in the minis. We do a little refresher. 1 spot to go. Sam put a second in. All right, Sam. So we might be sold out on the minis. And that's the other thing. Dom wants to do the minis. He put it out there in the chat. Didn't make the move fast enough, and the minis close out.
Yeah.
So you got to make that move fast.
Gotta make it.
Dom. Actually, I'm still seeing 1 left, Dylan. Kamen, I need you to pull some heat here, says Jacob. All right. I'm thinking 2 headliners. We have half the headliners available, or half the boxes, rather. Half the boxes. 40-box series. Half of the boxes available, so roughly half the headliners, in theory, should be in the first 20. Dom had to sign in, and he missed out. Dom, I would sign in right away. That way you're ready. He wants those Signature Club points. Minis are sold out, gentlemen. Thank you very much for the teamwork. If you guys want to tag team another mini break, authentic jerseys, replicas, let me know. But I do need 2 box numbers in the minis. Sweet. We did it, Dylan, man. We did it. Minis are coming up. Mini. Show me the mini. Dom says, let's run it back, LOL. Dom is in if you run it back. All right, Dom, we'll post the fresh mini breakup. We'll take 5 and 17 off the ticker, Dylan. Jacob loves 5. He loves 17 for Josh Allen. Bob coming in with 6 and 7. Jacob was first. So Dylan will get those. He'll get the list ready, and then we will do the minis. Meanwhile, we knock some spots off the goats and greats as well. 5 to go in the goats and greats. Christian Duda hopping in the room. Thank you, Christian. Dom says, I'm selling that Josh Allen framed jersey. You might ask Jacob Hayes. Might be worth asking Mr. Hayes.
Might be.
Might be worth asking Mr. Hayes. Dylan, Raiders are driving again.
Oh, they are?
They are in Jacksonville territory again.
I've been paying attention to the thing there, too. Just it's not like the score, but like the...
Sure. Playmakers number 1 are coming up. Dom, you're selling the GOAT jersey. How much money we're talking? Jacob is looking to get that jersey. Looking for that jersey. You consider Allen the GOAT? Then yes, LOL. Allen has a lot of talent. He's not the GOAT of anything yet. Playmakers number 1, double box break. Here we go. Thank you, gentlemen, for closing out this break. We'll rock and roll. Raiders just missed a deep shot that could have been a touchdown, Dylan. The way the Raiders are moving the ball, they'll make the Super Bowl for sure now. I know, Bob. It's preseason.
And it's not their actual players, though.
That's right. A lot of bench players playing on both squads. Here we go, guys. We got 8 clicks on the minis, Dylan. We got 5 and 17. 5 and 17 on the minis. Get those. All right, Sam Saboni up top in the NFC North, followed by Nelson Schwartz, NFC South. All right, Big Daddy. We got Robert Poulet in the NFC East. The Giants fan, Jacob has the NFC West. Sam, the AFC North. Zachary Erickson, AFC South. Could be that Eddie George. Cody's got the AFC East. Mike Tedesco, AFC West. Could be LaDainian Tomlinson.
5-17.
5 and 17. Here we go. Double box break coming up in the minis. We'll start with 5, then we'll do 17 next. What do we have here? Headliner to get it started, Dylan.
Oh.
It's a headliner. We got ourselves one of the all-time great running backs on the beautiful Flash. Tennessee Titans legend, Eddie George. Very nice. Eddie George, 4-time Pro Bowler, former Heisman Trophy winner at Ohio State, I believe. What a beast in the NFL. Really, really good player. More than 10,000 rush yards for his career. On the cover of Madden 01, the first video game I ever played. Congratulations, Zachary Erickson, AFC South, the George. What a start, Dylan. What a start.
What a start.
There you go. And how about this? The customer who plays the minis more than anyone else. Zachary Erickson almost exclusively plays the minis. Gets himself a beautiful looking mini on the Eddie George. Very nice. Sam Saboni thought he won. It's AFC South. You had the North, my man. Very close. Super close. How about it, Zachary Erickson? Have not seen Eddie George in the room before, Dylan. That's a fresh name. Beautiful looking hits. It is Beckett certified there in the back. You got the Beckett sticker here too. Mr. George. Josh Lassiter missed out. By the way, Jacob Hayes, if you like 5 so much, you'll get it personal in those authentics. You'll get it personal. All right, double box break. 5 was a headliner. Let's see what we got in 17. 17 out of 40. Good double box break, Dylan. Good double box break. Not a headliner. He wants to come out. We do have one of the best fullbacks, maybe the best fullback in the NFL. It is Kyle Juszczyk. 49ers great. Made the last 6 straight Pro Bowls. Kyle Juszczyk scored a touchdown against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That is Beckett certified there, and Kyle Juszczyk. Beckett QR code in the back. That's the NFC West, and that is Jacob Hayes. Jacob taking home Kyle Juszczyk. Very nice. You don't see very many fullbacks in the NFL anymore, but Kyle Juszczyk is definitely one of them. Congratulations, Mr. Hayes. Derek rallies the troops, Derek. Great hit. Facebook are coming back. Watch out for Alec Ingold. All right. Derek, we need you to rally the troops, says Jacob. It's been intermediate. We've done 8 boxes tonight, Mr. Garcia. We're a little bit cold, but we're not too cold.
Not too cold.
We were really hot the first hour. The second hour has been a little cold. But we can definitely heat back up in the break room. We've done a mini break for 2 minis, a jersey break, 3 Goats and Greats replica breaks, and 2 authentic breaks tonight. So we can do a lot of stuff. My first time in the break room, Derek was out here rallying everyone. We did 42 boxes.
Oh.
Legendary night. 42 box night. I remember that very well, Jacob Hayes. We got 8 down. We got some work to do, but we can do it. I know Dom Veluso wants to run the minis back. I know we have a lot of folks looking for the Goats and Greats. A lot of options on the break page tonight. Derek needs some Raiders gear, he says. Raiders gear. Let's see. Raider headliners. What do we got out there right now? I don't know. Do we have any Raider headliners right now? We have a lot of Raider stuff for sure. I don't know about headliners. Dylan, if you can get a fresh mini posted. Fresh mini posted.
Again, this website.
Yeah, you got to double check it sometimes. 3 to go in the Goats and Greats. We have through box 50 in the room. On the ticker, rather. We've either done them or we will do them. Half of the series available unless we've done it already. Mike has a Josh Jacobs Authentic. Derek, hit me up. We do have Josh Jacobs in the Happy Hour minis on a Chrome mini. Hong Kong Sausage Man will love that helmet. He loves the Niners, says Nelson. Okay. Derek will reach out to Mike. Fantastic. Fantastic. 3 to go in the Goats and Greats, guys. That break is coming up. It's the chase today. 4th break in the Goats and Greats, Dylan, coming up. We're moving. We got fresh minis up on the page. We are making some moves on the break page tonight. Making moves. Let's see. Robert Boulay, Reginald Taglicod, Christian Duda. So, Derek, if you want to hop in somewhere, Goats and Greats is our closest break. 3 spots to go. Again, we have Patrick Mahomes in this series, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, 2 Tom Brady's, a Russell Wilson, and a Brett Favre. All are out there. Look at some of these other names, Dylan. I know we pulled the Emmitt Smith and the Trevor Lawrence, but there's a Ray Lewis, a J.J. Watt, Brian Urlacher, Devontae Adams. That's a Raider right there. Devontae Adams is in this series. Eric Dickerson, Jalen Ramsey. So, a lot of options in the Goats and Greats. 3 spots to go. That break is obviously coming up. Obviously coming up. Let's close it out, guys. And Dylan, have you been adding the chase names in there? Add some more names in the chase list.
Goats and Greats.
Got 24. Looking to add some more. Raiders looking to add some more points, Dylan, man. They are in the red zone again.
Oh.
In the red zone again.
So, demolition.
That -1.5 bet I made tonight is looking good right now. Looking good. And yes, Bob, I bet on the preseason. Why? Because I can. Why not? Why not? Who wants to close out the Goats and Greats, guys? 3 spots to go. Who's going to be the hero and close out the Goats and Greats? Dylan, Matt Dunn has placed some big orders tonight, but other than Matt Dunn, it's been a team effort. Robert Boulay, Reginald Taglicod, Christian Duda, Nelson Schwartz, Mike Tedesco, Jacob Hayes, Sam Saboni, Zach Barrick, Tyson Leach, Anthony Luisi, Zach Barrick, Zachary Erickson, Larry Rossland, Cody Eisman, Joe Janice, Chris Reitmeyer. All those guys, along with Matt Dunn, making massive moves. Benjamin Rowe hopping in. Mr. Rowe got 2 spots in the Goats and Greats. Dylan, down to 1. Down to 1 spot. Sold out. I'm seeing sold out. Sold out. Matt Dunn got in there as well. We are sold out on the Goats and Greats. Drop me a box number, gentlemen. First person to drop the box number has got it. All right. 32 names at least on the Chase Wheel Spin. Probably more. Probably more. Goats and Greats is coming up. Dylan, let me know when 4 is ready.
Got it.
Gentlemen, for filling up that break. Thank you very much. So we'll get to 10 boxes. Let's get to 20, guys. As long as orders are coming in, we will keep ripping boxes here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room. We'll keep doing them, Dylan. Keep the orders coming in. We'll keep doing boxes.
Indeed.
A lot more folks just joined the stream, Dylan. We got a lot of folks watching right now, a lot of folks on the site. Late arriving crowd tonight, but expecting a lot of orders the rest of the night. I mean, Eric Garcia's in here. That dude is ready to play. Josh Lasseter will probably pop in any second now. We're going to heat up. Goats and Greats number 4 is coming up, guys. Goats and Greats number 4 coming up. It's ready. Thank you, Dylan. Let me know on a box number, gentlemen. Sam Saboni, Christian Duda, Regimo Taglicod, Robert Boulay, Matt Dunn, Benjamin Rowe. Box number. Bro, if Derek and Josh are both in here, the party will get started. All right. Derek's here. Josh is not here yet. And I feel bad for him because Daddy George got pulled. Carlo, yes. Our first mini break, Carlo, featured an Eddie George Flash mini and a Kyle Juszczyk 49ers mini. So one headliner already off the board in Eddie George. Bob wants 32 for Jim Brown. Thank you, Bob. Goats and Greats, 32 going off the ticker. Dylan, 32 should be in the back. Heck of a walk for the Dylan man. I get a little exercise, right? All right, here we go, guys. Box 32. We got you guys randomized 8 times. Then we'll get rocking and rolling with Goats and Greats. Box 32. Here we go. 8 clicks on the randomizer. 8 clicks. Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck. 7 and 8. All right, Matt Dunn up top. Matt has got himself the NFC North. We got, that could be Brett Favre, by the way, Matt Dunn. Benjamin Rowe. Could it be Tom Brady? We got Robert Boulay. Could be a Giant, Bobby B. Christian Duda. Could be Joe Montana. Christian Duda's got the AFC North as well. Sam Saboni. AFC South. Regimo Taglicod. Could be Brady on the Patriots. Could be Dan Marino. And Benjamin Rowe, AFC West. Could be my boy Patrick Mahomes. So Dylan's bringing the box in from the other room, and then we will do box 32 in Goats and Greats. I need to see Brady, says Jacob. All right. Goats and Greats, 5 is up already, guys. 5 is up if you guys want to get your spots for the 5th one. Pretty open on the break page right now. Pretty open. So get those orders in, and let's keep moving. 20-0 Raiders all over the Jags in a meaningless preseason game. Jacob, I suggest you rewatch the stream Sunday night. I don't remember if you were with us Sunday night. All of it is a blur, but guys, the Brady chase was insane on Sunday night. We were doing double box breaks, and those were selling out in like 3 to 4 minutes. The Brady chase Sunday night was wild. Oh, you were on. Perfect, Jacob. All right, so the Goats and Greats. So to answer your question, Jacob, the Joe Montana is an amp. That is an amp helmet. Brett Favre, I think that's a flash on Brett Favre. Patrick Mahomes, that is a flash. Dan Marino, that's a lunar. Actually, all of the headliners, Russell Wilson, a flat white. All of the headliners are specialty helmets, except for the Brady. Jacob says, I thought I had an NFC South, and I thought I had him. No, you didn't get him, but you were close. Here we go. Box 32. Good luck, guys. Goats and Greats coming up. Thank you, Dylan Man, for the box. What do we got? 32 out of 100. Could this be Brady, Dylan?
Could this be Brady?
Could it be Favre? Could it be Dan Marino? Patrick Mahomes? Brett Favre? Options are endless. Box 32, here we go. Goats and greats. All right, this guy is one of the best ever at his position. So he is definitely a great. He is fantastic. Sam Saboni. You'll love this. We got ourselves Robert Mathis on the Colts Eclipse. Robert Mathis, get this. All-time leader in career forced fumbles. No player ever has more forced fumbles than Robert Mathis. 8-time Pro Bowler, 123 sacks, 19th most ever officially. Sack machine, a forced fumble machine. Love the silver autograph on that black Colts Eclipse. AFC South, it is Sam Saboni with the Robert Mathis. Very nice, Sam. JSA certified there on Mr. Mathis. So the South wins, the AFC South. Congratulations, Sam. This series has some good hits. I know we get caught up in the headliners. Personally, Dylan, I like this one. Robert Mathis, pretty clean. Congrats, Sam. I have not seen Sam in the breaks in a while. That's Verdations in the chat. Welcome back, man. Congrats on your Robert Mathis. That is a single spot snipe.
Ooh.
Worth a lot more than $48 for sure. All right, let's keep the breaks rolling. Guys. Again, pretty open on the break page. Pretty confident we can heat back up, though, Dylan. Don't you think?
Probably.
All right. Mr. Mathis. Put him down here. All right, guys. What is next on the breaks? We tag teamed the minis really well earlier. Everyone in the chat, let me know what break you guys would like to do next. Let's try that again, Dylan. It worked last time. Throwing it out there in the chat, guys. Let us know what break you want to see coming up in the room. Since we're open, want to throw it out to you guys. Suggest what you guys want to do. See if someone else wants to do it as well. Because I do feel like we got some more folks watching the stream. Pretty confident, Dylan, man, we can heat back up. 20-0 Raiders at the half. Pretty dominant. I think we would like to see box 5 in the Authentics because we all want to see Warren Moon, says Jacob. All right, Jacob. That is an option. We are 8 away on those Authentics, though. 8 away on the Bell Cow Authentics. You could get a personal and get box 5 yourself. Could get a personal. I know Jacob wants to see the Authentics in that Warren Moon. I don't know what else everyone else wants. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you guys want. Let me know what you want. What you guys have for dinner tonight? What did you guys have for dinner tonight? Dylan, you're going to get treated to a fancy dinner tonight after the show is over, right? For your birthday?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
One of the finest places that money can either buy at 1 a.m. Taco Bell.
Fantastic. I love Taco Bell. What's your Taco Bell go-to?
Doritos Locos Taco. Just meat and cheese.
Okay.
Put the cream cheese on.
Yeah.
So good.
That's good.
You sit and watch some YouTube videos. Oh, that's a treat.
I like the Crunchwrap Supreme, the Chicken Chalupa, some of my favorites
I don't
for
know
sure.
why. I'm craving nachos.
Nachos sound great.
Taco Bell has nachos there too.
They do. They have good
I
nachos
wonder
as
if they
well.
have, like beef chicken nachos.
Holy cow, that sounds good. This also sounds good. Jacob Hayes had a wild mac and cheese flatbread pizza.
Oh.
Jacob, what are you doing to us, man? I regret asking the question.
I haven't eaten in a while today, so that's why I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, Dylan, as much as I want to see you hungry and fed, I don't want you to eat just yet.
Not yet.
I want to do some orders, guys. 9:07. Let's get moving on the orders. Gentlemen, let's knock off some more breaks. And then Dylan and I can go eat. Mr. Dunn, absolutely. Here's the live link for you, Mr. Dunn. There you go. Have at it. Have at it. $20-0 at the half. Oh, yes. Matt Dunn is back. Jacob is pumped. Here come the breaks, says Jacob. I hope so, Jacob. I hope so. Matt Dunn's been in and out. As soon as he hops in, massive orders come through. Let's go. Who else wants to do breaks besides Mr. Dunn? He's been sort of carrying the show tonight. He's been leading the way. He needs some help. Matt Dunn is out there like Michael Jordan right now. We need Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, Steve Kerr, John Paxson, Dennis Rodman. We need some of those guys hopping in. Big Papa Pump, Matt Dunn says, Big Daddy Nelson Schwartz. All right. Come on. Let's go. Who wants to do some breaks? Maybe you guys can let Matt know what breaks you guys want to do. He might knock off 5 or 6 spots and make it easy on you guys. That is good, Nelson. Big Papa Pump. I think his name in the chat is Big Poppy Pump. 79. I don't know. He was born in 79, maybe. I know Big Poppy David Ortiz just got in the Hall of Fame recently, Dylan. So, let's go. Let's get those orders in, gentlemen. Let's go. I want to see some breaks, Dylan. I would like to see some breaks. Pretty much, Dylan, the 4 series that I thought would be hot have been hot tonight. We've done 4 goats and greats. We've done actually only 1 mini break. I know it says live break 3, but I think it should say live break 2 on the minis. But we did 2 minis, so that's 6 boxes, 2 authentics, 8, and a jersey 9. So we got to get to at least 10 to be happy. At least 10, or I'm losing my mind, Dylan. 20 is when I'm happy. 10 is like if you don't get 10 done, then I go home crying.
Yeah.
And I don't want to cry tonight. I don't want to have to call my girlfriend and tell her, you didn't get the 10 boxes tonight. I'm going to cry. Mike is doing garbage day. Mike, you're always doing garbage. He's always doing the garbage. Taking out the garbage, making moves. Matt Dunn is ready.
Yep, he is ready. He didn't even give everybody a chance.
No, he's like, I'm buying out the goats and greats. All right, Mr. Dunn, what you want, brother? What you want on a box number? Jacob says, Kamen, word on the street is there's going to be a quad break. Is there truth to that? We can do a quad break in the minis, Jacob, but we must have 5 folks in here saying they want to do it. I've been here long enough, Jacob. I know how the room goes. There's some nights where it's electric, it's absolute fire. There's other nights where it's quieter, somewhere it's in between. Right now, I don't know if we can do a quad. I don't know if we can fill a quad. We got to get some folks coming in here wanting a quad.
Matt just said, you know what? You know what would be funny if I don't let anybody buy into the break.
He wants it himself. So Matt Dunn, we need a box number. He's going to have every division, Dylan. So that'll be nice and easy. Matt Dunn with all the divisions. A guaranteed win. Just a matter of what he's going to win. All right. He's ready to play. He is ready to play. Maybe hit a jackpot at the casino and just ready to ball tonight. You did, my man. Big Poppy Pump. Drop us a box number. Helmet break is ready. Dylan, you already did my job for me. He's got every division. You're right. Don't need to randomize anything.
I was literally like, you don't even need to randomize.
That's right.
Situation.
They're all in there. Mr. Dunn. They're on the ticker at the bottom of the ticker. We have through 50. Most of 30 through 50 are available. We have 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 14, 15, 16, 18, 21, 26, 27, 29, and then pretty much 30 through 50. Looks like we've done 32 already as well. But everything else, 30 through 50, should be available. So, I know we have through 25 in the room. Dylan will go in the back and get you something else if you call between 30 and 50. Matt Dunn wants 34. Of course, Jacob, of course, wants to see what's in 5. Jacob, is that your favorite brother, man? Or favorite number? Favorite number? 34 for Walter Payton, Dylan. I like that one. That is a good one. All right, Dylan, man.
Send me to the back.
Send you to the back. 34. Guaranteed win coming up. Matt Dunn, 34 on the box score. We got a fresh Goats and Greats up as well, guys. Fresh Goats and Greats. Jacob wore 5 in high school. Okay, Jacob. I like that. I used to wear 10, 22, 8. Big Poppy wants the GOAT. There's 2 GOATs. There's the Brady Bucks and the Brady Patriots out there. Joe Montana. We got ourselves Brett Favre, Patrick Mahomes, Dan Marino. A lot of possibilities, Mr. Matt Dunn. Box 34. Be fitting if it's a running back with the Walter Payton number, but we'll see. Thank you, Dylan, on bringing that. Don't have to randomize anything. I'm not going to read off people's divisions because Matt Dunn has all of them. Here we go. Goats and Greats. Box 34 out of 100. Let's go, Mr. Dunn. Let's get it. Jacob says, I'm feeling a win for Matt Dunn. I'm going to predict Matt Dunn wins this break. So, we got ourselves, Dylan, one of the all-time great offensive linemen. 10-time Pro Bowler. On a beautiful Browns-looking flash, it is Joe Thomas. 6-time first-team All-Pro. He is, of course, a college football Hall of Famer, soon to be a Pro Football Hall of Famer. Joe Thomas on the Browns flash. AFC North, that's Matt Dunn. Matt taking home Joe Thomas.
You know what would be funny if he still lost it? Just lost, I don't know. Matt, I'm sorry, I have to discourage you there, but if you lost full break,
he can't lose it if he won.
No, I know, but imagine if there was a scenario in which well, how do you lose that? You bought all the spots.
Joe Thomas. So Nelson Schwartz says that's so sick. Jacob Hayes, that is sick. Matt Dunn says, worst one yet. Doesn't like that one. That's okay.
Aww.
It's a mystery box. You never know what's coming out. You can't like him all. He is out for now. But there you go. Nelson says, send it to me. Nelson won the Amari Cooper. Would look nice to that Joe Thomas. So there you go.
Yes, sir.
And you can't hit Brady every time, but I'll say this. The break room has a way of rewarding you. Matt Dunn has spent a lot of money tonight. Willing to bet if he hops in at some point in this series, Brady could be his. Could be his. Nelson Schwartz is saying, send it to me. I mean, it's a good-looking helmet. I love flashes. It's a great player. Offensive linemen, though, aren't as sexy as, the GOAT, obviously. All right, gentlemen, let's keep doing some breaks. Let's keep doing some breaks. We are open on the break page again. Let's get some orders coming in, guys. Matt Dunn has been doing fantastic tonight. Who wants to help out Matt Dunn? I want to see some other folks hopping in the breaks, Dylan. I don't want it to be just the Matt Dunn show, which is fine with me. Matt Dunn is an awesome guy. I think we got to get some more folks hopping in. At this point, we're mostly watching Matt Dunn get dubs. He's buying all the spots. I want to get some more folks.
Don't you guys want to get dubs? So?
Yeah, guys, don't you want to win? What's the age-old saying, Dylan? You can't win, you don't play. That's the truth. That is the truth. So let's get some orders coming in. What break does everyone in the chat want to do? All the breaks are pretty wide open right now. Pretty wide open on all the breaks. Let me know in the chat what you guys would like to do. Your call. Whatever you guys want to do, we are happy. We are happy to do. A lot of you guys are still watching the stream, which is great. Making me jealous with those flatbread mac and cheese pizzas that Jacob ate.
They have like these big bowls at KFC where it's mac.
I need to try that.
I need to try that too.
I've seen the commercial.
I want to try it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my
yeah.
god, it might taste so good.
Jacob saying, what do you want for that Joe Thomas joint? Says Jacob, how much for that Thomas helmet, Matt? So Jacob and Nelson looking to buy that helmet off Matt Dunn. So you guys can definitely discuss that here on the stream, or you can talk in the buy, sell, trade section on the Ultimate Autographs Discord. But obviously it's not like, you know, I mean, relative to how good that series is, yes, it's not the best hit, one of the lesser hits, but it's obvious that Nelson and Jacob like it. So it is a good hit. There's a lot of greats in that series. The one thing about offensive linemen, Dylan, whenever we get a lineman, it's always one of the best to ever do it. Like, we don't get, like, random offensive linemen. Like, we get, like, guys that are Hall of Famers and one of the best at their positions. All right, guys, what's next? What break is next? Let's go. Rob, get it for a bunch of bananas and a grape or two, says Mike Tedesco. All right, Mike. What are we feeling next in the breaks? Discord link. I can. Dylan, do you have that Discord link? Yeah. Dylan will drop the Discord link in for you. I know I have it, but that link expires. Nelson, I'll send that over to you, says Jacob. Boom. Discord link is dropped. I'll copy it in as well so the Facebook folks can see it. There you go. That is specifically the Ultimate Autographs Discord right there. Place to be. Are you on that Discord, Dylan?
On that Discord? Not a moderator on it, but...
No, I know. Have you seen what Don Veluso's been posting there?
Yeah, he's been posting some pretty neat stuff.
He's been posting some great stuff. Great helmets. A lot of fun stuff getting posted on that Discord. 9:21, guys. 9:21. Let's knock off some spots by 9:35. Got 14 minutes. If we're still open on the break page in 14 minutes, we'll move on to the Chase Wheel Spin, Dylan. So let's knock off those spots, guys. Let's rally the troops. Let's do some breaks. 5 goats and greats down. We did 2 minis, 7 boxes. We did 2 authentics, 9, and a jersey 10. So we're at double digits, but I know we can do more than 10, Dylan. I know we can do more than 10. You are very welcome, Nelson Schwartz. Discord is fun. We do have different sections on the Discord, Dylan. We have a buy-sell trade. We've got an NFL discussion section. A lot of different tabs, a lot of different options on that Discord channel. What are we feeling on the breaks, though? That's the important question. So preseason battles this year. Preseason battles. I got a question for you guys. Dylan, this is for the chat and for you.
Okay.
Probably the most interesting preseason quarterback battle to watch is going to be former number 1 overall picks. No, Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. Both guys have underachieved. Who wins the starting job in Carolina? Mayfield or Darnold? What do you guys think? Who's the better quarterback? Dylan, you get first dibs at it. Let me know. You're laughing.
I got
You don't like either, it sounds like.
trade both of them for future picks. I think this.
Okay.
That's not what they should do. Though if it would be a Panthers move if they did that though. I think I see Baker Mayfield taking the high ground. Their coach obviously switched out they had like a quarterback carousel going in the like midseason last year. I don't know what the coach was doing last. Let's just not talk about the Panthers head coaching, but I think that Baker Mayfield might prevail if he learns more in that system. He definitely beats out Sam Darnold. Right now, Sam Darnold, I think, will have the starting job.
Okay.
He knows more of the system.
Sure,
he
that's
knows
true.
more of the guys, and I think that it's going to be a mid-season switch, unless Darnold gets hurt. Then Baker Mayfield's the obvious choice. Yeah,
Okay.
I think Sam Darnold will start the season, and then they'll switch it.
I'm going to go with Baker because I think Baker's the better player. What you're saying makes a lot of sense, Dylan. I think that Darnold obviously does know the offense and the system better, but I don't think they traded for Baker Mayfield, for no reason. So I do think he's going to start. This is, by the way, Nelson Schwartz says Matt Corral, the third string guy. So they're actually the Ole Miss quarterback. He's got a shot too.
Yeah.
Dylan, this is the 2018 NFL draft class. First overall pick, Baker Mayfield. He had a good season a couple years ago, mostly not as good as expected. Saquon Barkley, second overall pick. He was the 2018 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Great start. Injuries have slowed him down since. Sam Darnold, third overall pick. Fourth pick, Denzel Ward, the Browns corner. He's doing good. Fifth pick, Bradley Chubb, linebacker for the Broncos. Sixth pick, Quentin Nelson. Seventh pick. Here's the steal of that draft. Not Baker Mayfield. It's not Sam Darnold. Josh Allen was the 7th overall pick in that draft class.
That was a pretty good steal.
Imagine being the Browns or Jets, knowing that you could have drafted Josh Allen. Instead, you took Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. That stinks.
I could say macro. Yeah, no. Baker week 1, Darnold week 2. Yeah. Whoever is the selection role. See, yeah, he's poking fun at the head coach carousel too.
You realize who's in there? That's the minibus, Jerome.
Hey, Jerome.
Jerome hopping in the breaks. Jerome, let's get those orders in, my man. Maybe Jerome can ignite the break room. We've had some good hits. A little bit quieter relative to where we've been lately, guys. Minibus, get your orders coming in. Everyone else, get those orders coming in. Jacob says, wait, is that Jerome? Jacob loves Jerome.
Y'all do. I mean, he is a Steelers fan too. I mean,
oh my Lanta.
He's poking fun at the Browns, and that's true.
Sure.
Mr. Watson ain't gonna be. I think the Panthers are gonna win.
The NFL has appealed the suspension. I believe 6 games is what was handed down. The NFL has appealed, Dylan, looking to make it more on that Watson suspension. So week 1, though, no Watson for sure.
Oh man, if they make it more, that'll be they're gonna be like, there we go, finally. Calvin really can get suspended an entire year for just gambling on the team, but no, Watson gets 6 games. Sexual conduct?
Yeah, that didn't make sense. Ridley spent $1,500, Dylan. $1,500 on gambling. Wasn't around the team at the time. So, the 6 games seemed a little light for me. I felt like he probably deserved more. NFL is probably going to give him more, but we'll see what happens.
The duality of the shield.
Yeah. A couple of things real quickly. Jacob says Jerome's been on fire. You're completely right, Jacob. Jerome won a Dak Prescott Speed Flex, won an Emmitt Smith Authentic, and won a Randy Moss Speed Flex. The difference between a mystery box and a virtual mystery box, Jacob. So a virtual mystery box is something that gets emailed to you. Typically gets emailed within 10 minutes. So that has nothing to do with the break room. So I don't know what's been pulled in the virtual mystery boxes. You can get that opened and we'll ship it to you. But we don't do virtual mystery boxes in the break room. You get a mystery box, we can open it for you live on the air. It's a series that, we see in the break room. So you can ask me what's out there common in so-and-so series. Now I'll be able to sort of guide you in the right direction. Virtual mystery box, you're on your own. That's the big difference. We do have some great items in the virtual mystery boxes, Dylan. Some fantastic items. I don't know what's been pulled, though, because that is entirely separate from the break room. So you get an email, it tells you what you won, and then our shipping team sends it to you. So there you go. Send it in, Jerome, says Mike Tedesco. I love it. Love that. So, Jerome, let us know if you want to do any breaks. Everyone out there, let us know what break you guys want to do. Want to get those orders coming in, Dylan? If you guys want to keep ripping boxes, got to get those orders coming in to the break room. Send it in, Jerome. I love that. Fantastic. I don't know what we want to do, Dylan. What do you guys want to do? We're wide open on the break page. If there's any break you guys want to do, throw it out there in the chat. See if someone else wants to do it. You know what? That's from Kamen. That is a famous sports call, right? Send it in, Jerome. That was like a dunk, right? Jerome Lane's backboard shattering dunk. That's right. I knew it was a dunk. I just looked it up. The famous call. Yeah, you got it, Mike. I tend to know my sports old school references. Jacob wants to do authentics. All right, Jacob. Get your orders in, Jacob. I recommend you get a spot. Jerome Lane. That's right. Send it in, Jerome. Long time ago on that one. Let's go. Let's go, Dylan, man. Let's do some breaks. It is not time for Dylan to eat his Taco Bell nachos yet.
Not yet.
Are you boxing, Dylan?
I was boxing.
You're warming up? Dylan's ready. He's like, let's go. Let's box it out. Up for the football season, absolutely. Here's a question for the chat. Forget who's going to win the Super Bowl. What team will win the most regular season games this year? Most regular season wins. What do we think? What do we think?
Relative schedule. I'd say either the Bills, Bucks.
So of those teams, I'm going to look up their schedule now. The Bucks, I know, play in the NFC South. Jacob says Buffalo. Larry says Packers. Larry's on your side, Dylan.
I think Green Bay has a good shot to get. I wouldn't want, honestly, but it's fine if we get the number one seed. Again,
that's fair. Larry, another legend, says Jacob. Larry is absolutely a legend. So actually, the Bucs schedule is a little bit harder than I thought. They start at the Cowboys. They play the Packers, the Chiefs, the Steelers, the Ravens, the Rams, the Niners, the Bengals, the Cardinals. Bucs schedule is a little bit tougher than I thought, Dylan. Not like an easy schedule.
We can never play the Bucks at our house. Basically,
It's always in Tampa.
We always have to play them in Tampa. That's I know where we when we tend to go out west or down south. Sometimes that's where Green Bay usually struggle because it's more heat based over there. I don't know if it's different. It's different.
Brady struggles in Miami, so sometimes maybe it's something about that.
No, Brady's always struggled in Miami. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
He did it on Bucks and he did it on the Patriots too. It
yeah,
was hilarious.
Miami's not his place. Los Angeles Rams for the Bills week 1. They play at the Chiefs as well this year.
I wouldn't be surprised if we go own Vikings.
Okay.
I wouldn't care much. I don't want
The
to.
Bills schedule it's pretty tough. They play Tennessee week 2, Miami week 3, Baltimore week 4, Pittsburgh, Kansas City, Green Bay. I mean, the first 7 games are pretty tough. Back half of the schedule is pretty easy. Jets, Vikings, Browns, Lions, Pats, Jets, Dolphins, Bears. At the Bengals, too, though. That's tough.
We might lose against the Bills, just full disclosure. I know.
Well, the Bills are great.
They're a great team, and I think we can combat them on defense. But when it comes to offense, I don't know if we're going to be able. I mean, let's see what the running backs. I mean, they did have kind of a weak running game, though, last year. They did let a few running backs get through. So let's see. We'll see. We'll schedule it. We'll game plan it.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Them. Nelson says the Colts shock everyone. I do like the Colts, Nelson. Yeah. To win the division. I think the Titans have overachieved a few years in a row. A.J. Brown is gone. Julio Jones is gone. Some injury question marks about, obviously, Derrick Henry. Colts got a couple easy games to start the season. Houston and Jacksonville. They're in an easy division. Jonathan Taylor's fantastic. Matt Ryan, an upgrade to Carson Wentz, I think. A great defense. I do like Darius Leonard a lot. I got the Colts winning the AFC South. I don't think they have the best record, but I think they win the South.
Either it's the Titans or the Colts. I have them having both 9 space.
9 and 8, really?
Yeah, I have them.
I think the Colts can get the 10 wins.
No.
But we'll see.
I think the Titans will still usher up the Colts. When it comes to offense, I think the Titans will have just slightly better offense, and they'll have slightly better point percentage than the Colts.
Okay.
So I don't know. After that game last year in Duval
against the Jaguars, that was embarrassing.
I don't hold any regards to the Colts. If they're gonna do that at the last game of the season, they're gonna go below for me. I'm not giving them my chance.
They're hard to trust. Don Veluso, of course, is coming here with his Dolphins. Before we get into that, I do want to let you guys know 9:34. I'll give you guys 6 minutes at 9:40. If we're not 4 or less on a break, we're moving on to the Chase Wheel Spin. We just had an order from Jerome, got in the Authentics, got in the Rep Goats and Greats series. Still pretty open on the break page. Colts are going to win the division. I agree, Dom. Titans lost A.J. Brown. That team's going to be hurting. Definitely got the Colts. Matty Ice this year, though. I think Matt Ryan is going to be better this year. Falcons had a lot of issues last year. Matt Ryan is going to be better this year.
It could win in the Colts' favor, though. I wouldn't be surprised, but they're going to have a 9.
Okay.
They're not going to have one of the prettiest records, but they're going to be able to make it into.
All right, we'll see. We will definitely see. Obviously, Texans and Jaguars are bad teams. I know the Colts lost to those teams in the past. I know they lost to the Jaguars the last game of the season. Something tells me Indianapolis this year is not going to be losing to the Texans and Jaguars. That's just my gut feeling. I say they go 4-0 in those games. If they could play 500 ball, even if they go 6-7, they go 4-0 in those games, 10-7, realistic route to the playoffs.
Realistically, on paper, the Colts should be able to take that division, but when I trust my gut feeling, it goes with the Titans. I've seen what Vrabel was able to do with some of his guys.
Fantastic coach.
Fantastic coaching all around.
Coach.
I mean, when I was really wanting LaFleur to win as coach because he did so much winning as a coach, but after losing in that divisional, I'm like, nah, Vrabel has to take that all the way. I thought it was going to be the Zach. I don't know who it is. Zach Taylor from the Bengals. I thought he was going to be the one.
Okay.
Led him to the freaking Super Bowl for crying out loud.
Yeah, I think they give out that award. They vote for it like right before the playoffs, though. So that's why he didn't get it. But there you go.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry has been in the break room before, Jacob Hayes. We have had Derrick Henry before. I know we had him last fall. It's been a minute since we've had him, but I'm sure we'll get him back. I just saw that they're interviewing one of my favorite coaches ever, one of the best people I've met. Dick Vermeil getting interviewed at the Hall of Fame game. I had the honor of interviewing him a few years back when I was working as a sports guy in Arkansas. He was a charity event speaker. Dick Vermeil now is making his own wine. Former champion with the Rams. He was the coach that had the tryouts with the Eagles that inspired that movie Invincible. Vince Papali, another guy I've met, very nice guy. So shout out to Dick Vermeil, an absolute legend. He's the guy that took Kurt Warner from the grocery store to the Super Bowl to the league MVP. Love Dick Vermeil. I would love to do some more breaks, guys. Here's a top to bottom look of the break page. Jacob would like to do authentics. Jacob, Jerome did hop in. We got 7 spots to go there. So we got 7 to go in goats and greats, Dylan. 7 to go. And we still have Patrick Mahomes out there, Dan Marino, Russell Wilson, Brett Favre, Joe Montana, 2 Tom Brady's, other big names like Ray Lewis, J.J. Watt, Brian Urlacher, Devontae Adams, Eric Dickerson, Jalen Ramsey. We got 8 to go in the minis, fresh mini helmet series. A lot of headliners out there. Justin Herbert, one of the best young quarterbacks. Terry Bradshaw, Pro Football Hall of Famer, 4 Super Bowl wins. Michael Irvin's got 3 Super Bowl wins. LaDainian Tomlinson, single season record for touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, one of 3 guys to rush for 1,000 yards and get a 1,000-yard receiving season in the same year. Marshall Faulk, one of the others. Roger Craig, the first to do it. Justin Fields, the future of the Bears, also out there. We got 7 to go in the authentics. Speaking of guys that have rushed for 1,000 and received for 1,000, Marshall Faulk is out there on that Colts Eclipse. Jerome Bettis, the big man, the bus. Terrell Davis, one of 8 guys to rush for 2,000 yards in a season. Tua, Dom's boy. Warren Moon, one of the best quarterbacks ever. That is Jacob Hayes' guy. Trayvon Walker, Jaguars' #1 overall pick, playing tonight. He is in the break room, got a sack tonight. 8 to go in the jerseys, guys. We're still looking for Ezekiel Elliott. We have just 11 jerseys left, Dylan. So we are winding down in the jerseys. Those are kind of the 4 breaks that have been hot tonight. Beater Box has 8 to go. Hockey Pucks has 4 to go. So there you go. I literally just ordered a visor for that helmet. Which one? The Dan Marino that has a visor with it. The Marino helmet, Dylan, has a visor with it, which is fantastic. Look at that bad boy. That's a sick-looking helmet. So, for Tua. Okay, for Tua. He won that same Tua helmet in the authentics. So, I know we were just talking stuff. I'll give him 5 more minutes, Dylan. 9:45. Chase wheel spin, unless we are 4 spots away or less on some bricks. However, obviously, Dylan, I love telling our customers this. If you want to do the breaks, hop in, get your spot now. It'll encourage others to get spots. If it doesn't fill tonight, worst thing that could happen is it fills tomorrow. And I know you guys will be back tomorrow, Dylan. They'll be back. They're coming back. They're not going anywhere, Dylan. They're not going anywhere. Dom's going to send me the visor on Instagram. I can't wait for that. That looks going to be great. If you have Culpepper, Vic, McNabb, Moon, or Cunningham, let me know. I am interested, said Jacob. All right, Jacob, that authentic series, my man. Authentic series, take a look. There's Warren Moon. Guess who's in that series as well? Michael Vick. O.J. Simpson is in that series as well. So, I would hop in, if I was you, Jacob. Hop in and get your spot for that series. Dom Veluso, I'm going to check my Instagram. I normally don't check my phone during the program, but I will give my Instagram a look because of Mr. Veluso. Ooh, that looks nice. That is the visor that Dom ordered for Tua. Look at this bad boy doing. That's pretty cool. That's sweet. Larry says, Jacob, I have an authentic Cunningham. I should say this, Jacob. Culpepper, Vic, McNabb, and Moon, or Cunningham. All guys we have in the room quite a bit, guys. all guys we have in the break room very, very often. Last call for orders, guys. 3 more minutes. You guys want to do any more breaks? Get those spots in the next 3 minutes. Then we'll do the chase wheel spin, Dylan. So we'll be here at least until 9:50. A little bit slower night as far as great hits tonight, Dylan. Hit of the day. What do you think? And we'll talk about this more. For me, it's between Robert Mathis. Nope, Ricky Williams. Just kidding. The Eddie George is good too.
Eddie George.
So I'll post up the 2 that I think might be hit of the day worthy. Hit of the day was actually during happy hour, the Randy Moss flash.
Oh yeah.
But hit of tonight's show. This is some of the stuff we had tonight. Ricky Williams authentic. Dom will be jealous. George Flash Mini. Josh Lasseter will be jealous. So these are probably my 2 favorite hits still, and anything else stand out to you?
No, I think those are the 2 hits that
2 hits that were great. Running back Thursday tonight. A lot of good running backs coming out tonight. Come on, guys. We do have quite a bit of people still watching the stream, Dylan. Let's get any orders, guys. You guys want to do any other breaks? I love the Dolphins Lunar though. That looks clean. That is very clean. Here we go. An order is coming in. Thank goodness. Jacob Hayes got a spot in the Authentics. 6 to go in the Authentics. Let's rally the troops. Let's get that authentic break done, guys. 6 spots to go. Dylan will knock off the chase wheel spin at 9:45. If any other goats and greats breaks fill up after that, we will do them. They just will not be part of the chase wheel spin. Matt Dunn, if you've been buying out a lot of breaks, you want to buy anything else, Mr. Dunn, buy out the goats and greats and get yourself in the chase wheel spin. Because we are moving on to that chase wheel spin in a second. Jerome says, rally cap on, boys. Jerome wants to rally the troops. Wants to see some more breaks. I do too, Dylan. Come on, 1 more break tonight, says Jacob. All right, let's go. Get those orders in, guys. Happy to rip some boxes tonight. More than happy to make it happen. More than happy. All right, Dylan, here's what we're going to do. We are going to knock out the chase wheel spin. It does not mean that we're going to sign off right after that. I'll give you guys a few minutes after that, but I want to knock off at least something. So we'll knock out the chase wheel spin. And girls don't know who's watching. I like that, Jerome. Keep both genders out there. Jerome told me that he's got himself a wife who's a Leo. And I can tell you this, you don't want to upset her. So I like that you put that in there. All right, chase wheel spin. Dylan, we did how many? 5 breaks? Should have 40 names in the goats and greats for the chase wheel spin. So a lot of Matt Dunn. A lot of Matt Dunn in here. So let me make sure that we got all 40 here. There we go. Randomizer is up. We should have 32. So I think we're missing 1 break, right?
Oh yeah, that's no goats and greats 5. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go through your list one more time. Oh, I think there's a fresh Matt Dunn list, which I didn't get. Matt Dunn bought out like each of the last 2 practically.
He was more below there.
Oh, I missed it. All right, more below there, Matt Dunn. Let me refresh this bad boy. This should be. Why does it show 32? There's 1 that we're missing. We'll make sure we get all the breaks in there. I don't want to forget anyone because we did 5 of those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should be 40 names. There's 1 that maybe, yeah, just re-put them in there 1 by 1. That way we make sure we have everyone. More time for you guys to get orders, though. More time. Come on, guys. Get those orders in. Get those orders in. Do not want to go home. We are wide open on the break page, though, Dylan. We are wide open. We got to get moving. Got to get grooving. Let's go.
That should do it.
All right. 40 names in the chase wheel spin. Thank you, Dylan. I think we forgot that second to last break. That's what it was. Need to see one more authentic break, says Jacob. He needs to see what's in box 5. It's killing him, Dylan. It is killing him. All right, here we go, guys. 8 clicks on the randomizer. Maybe the person who wins this break can use the money, or this chase wheel spin can use the money to buy back in. 6, 7. Christian Duda after 7. 8th and final click. It's Larry Roslin. I think he had one spot in there, Dylan.
In an entire one.
Single spot snipe out of 40. It's the man himself, Larry Legend. All right, Larry. Let us know what number you want us to start on. Otherwise, we'll start on 1. Maybe Larry uses this money to buy a spot. Who knows? Larry. All right, Keith popped in the breaks. Keith got a Goats and Greats. 6 away on Goats and Greats. 6 away on the Authentics. Some possibilities out there, guys. Larry wants to start on 45, Dylan.
45, okay.
It's a very interesting number to start on. Dylan, I want you to spin him 100. Come on, Dylan, man. Larry deserves this.
I'll try.
100. A hundo. Let's go. $100.
So close. It's an 86.
$86, Larry. I'm going to get that in your account right now, Larry, just in case you want to spend it on some spots tonight. $86.
Oh.
Big ups to the Dylan man with the big wheel spin. $86. Larry Roslin. How about it, Larry?
Hey, the Jags got it.
$86. Activate and send. It's in your account, Larry. Refresh. Check your email. Check your, Gmail, whatever, Yahoo, whatever you're on, and make sure you check your junk mail as well. Jaguars did get a field goal. I hate to see shutouts. It also made the game 20-3. 20-3. So I need over 30 and a half, Dylan. I need 8 more points. So actually, I need 2 scores because we need a touchdown and a field goal. Unless someone goes for 2, it's possible. Maybe in the Authentics question mark, says Jacob. You know what Jacob wants to see? He's putting that pressure on Larry. Larry, obviously it's up to you, man. You can use that money for any breaks tonight, or you can save it for the future.
No, I'd probably be wise, though, Larry. You should use it just for 1 spot.
That's what he does.
Just for 1 spot.
That's what he does.
You guys got to get tips from Larry. I don't know how he does it.
Larry is a lucky son of a gun. That's how he does it. He's strategic, but he definitely has Lady Luck on his side for sure. All right, 9:51, guys. 9:51. We are 6 away on the Goats and Greats. We are 6 away on the Bell Cow Authentics. Those are our 2 closest breaks. We've already done our Chase Wheel Spin, Dylan. We've already done our hit of the day discussion. We do have a bit of you guys still watching the stream. I'm going to be patient here. I'm going to hit you guys with 9 minutes, about to be 9:52, 8 minutes. We have until 10 o'clock. If we are at 3 spots or less, I'll stay on a little longer. However, if we are 4 away or more on any break, we will sign off for the night. 6 to go in the Goats and Greats. We still have so many headliners left, including Patrick Mahomes, Dan Marino, 2 Tom Brady's, Brett Favre, Russell Wilson, Joe Montana, and more. Authentics, we got a lot of great authentics out there. Marshall Faulk, Jerome Bettis, Terrell Davis, some of the best running backs ever. We got Tua, we got Warren Moon, Trayvon Walker, Jags #1 overall pick. The running backs, quarterbacks, edge rushers, a lot of options. The only headliner we've pulled there is Warren Sapp. So 8 minutes, guys, 8 minutes. We did get an order. Jacob got another authentic spot, getting us down to 5 to go in the authentics. Jacob wants to see box 5. 5 to go. Let's go. Let's fill her up. Let's fill her up. Larry and Jerome, if you guys are watching, Jacob is making moves, getting us down to 5 to go in the authentics. Let's get this one filled up, Dylan. Let's get it filled up. Let's end the night the right way. Obviously, you know, Josh comes in here. We get rolling. We can do a bunch more breaks. But at the speed it's looking like we can maybe knock off one more. A bunch of orders come in, though. We can do a bunch more breaks. It's up to you guys. This is not in my control. It's in your control. Dylan, we say as long as orders are coming in, we stay on the air. However, Steven, to take this from Steven said, as it gets later in the night, the urgency presses. Once we hit 10 o'clock, we've been here for 3 hours. We got to really get orders if you guys want to stay on. Between 7 and 9, we're on for at least 2 hours, typically every night. You know, there are exceptions if there's no orders, but very rarely do we sign off before 9 o'clock, Dylan. But once it gets past 9, past 10, we typically stay on only if orders are coming in. So let's go. I just want to see box 5 so bad. I have a feeling there is something good. Okay? Box 5. Well, we'll see box 5 hopefully tonight. Worst case, we'll see it tomorrow night. Worst case, tomorrow night. I want to see box 5 now too, Dylan, just because now with all this stuff, now I'm curious what's in box 5. It's going to be something good because that series has been pretty good in general. Got to be something good. 5 to go. Who's going to help out Jacob? Jacob, get your boy Big Daddy Nelson Schwartz in here. Let's get Big Daddy in this break. Who's going to do it? Might it be the big bus for the mini bus, says Jerome. Woo! Could be Jerome Bettis. Could be Jerome Bettis. Our last authentic series, guys. I'm just saying. The Let's Ride series. Dan Marino, Dylan, was in box 2. Box 2 out of 40. The second best helmet in that series behind Tom Brady was in box 2. So, folks, sleep on some of the early boxes. That is for sure. Jerome, we might have to close this out ourselves, says Jacob. Tell you what, that would be kind of cool. Mano a mano. I know Jerome's got 1 spot in there. Jacob's got 2. Imagine if they each have 4 spots. Each have a 50-50 shot of winning. You guys want to do it? Just a suggestion. No pressure, though. It's your money, your choices. But I love seeing like a mano-a-mano showdown. Imagine one person has 4 spots, the other has 4, 50% chance. Would be fun.
Would be fun.
And if it's one of the headliners, if you hit with 4 spots, you're profiting. So if you think of it this way, Jacob, if you're sure box 5 is good, and you and Jerome each want to get 4 spots, whoever wins that break, guaranteed to be profiting, pretty much. So, that's a thought. That is just a thought. Just up to you guys. Up to you guys. So, got some folks visiting the site, guys. 9:56. We are at 5 away on the bell cow. We must be down to 3 away by 10. 3 is the magic number, guys. If it gets down to 3, I'm confident we'll fill it tonight. If we can get it down to 3, it'll fill tonight. 5 is the Warren Moon Man, says Jacob. Okay. Let's make it happen, Dylan. Think we can do this? Do you believe in our customers? To rally the troops and see what's in Jacob's infamous box 5. Come on, guys. Gotta get the orders in. Gotta get the orders in if you guys want to fill out this break. I don't want to sign off for you guys. However, other than Jacob, Jerome, and Matt Dunn, it's been pretty quiet the last hour. Like, if no one else steps up, it's not going to fill, you know? Unless Jacob and Jerome do want to battle it out. We'll see. We shall see. What do we think about Doug Peterson as the new Jaguars coach? Former Eagles coach? What do you think about Doug Peterson, Dylan?
He has a lot to prove after a Super Bowl.
It's crazy how you win the Super Bowl and then things have just spiraled since for him. He was Brett Favre's backup for many years with the Packers, Dylan.
I remember that.
Yeah, Packers backup quarterback. 9:58, guys. NFL 2-minute warning. 9:58. Come on. Got to get within 3 or less in the next 2 minutes, or we're going home for the night. Marino's backup as well, says Don Veluso. Backed up some legends. I think Matt Dunn straight up left after that Joe Thomas pull. LOL, says Jacob. Matt Dunn was not happy with the Joe Thomas. He was a little bit too upset for Joe Thomas. I think that hit was a little bit better than he realized. I know it wasn't what he was looking for, though. He went in saying 34 is the Brady. You expect Brady. Joe Thomas comes out. I get it. Could be a little bit of a buzzkill. He won Shula the game to get him ahead of Hallis, says Don Veluso. Okay. There you go. Shout out to Doug Peterson. He also designed the Philly special. And Nick Foles got that touchdown in that Super Bowl. That was fun. I think he's a good coach, Dylan. I think that for the Jaguars, think about this. The Jaguars are one of the 5 or 10 worst teams in the NFL, right? Doug Peterson, he is not one of the 5 worst coaches. Is he one of the 5 best? No. But for where the Jaguars are, could they realistically get someone better? He's a quarterback guru known for raising quarterbacks, young quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. I thought Doug Peterson an excellent hire for Jacksonville. They're not going to get Bill Cowher out of retirement, you know. They're not going to get one of those type of guys. Doug Peterson, a really good hire. Joe Thomas is the GOAT O-line. He's up there for sure, Jacob. He is up there for sure. All right, Dylan. Jerome wants to make this happen. Jerome got 2 spots in the bell cow. All right, I said we get down to 3. I'll give him a little more time. 10 o'clock, we're down to 3, guys. Let's fill this bad boy. 3 spots to go in the bell cow. Give you guys at least 5 more minutes. If we're still 3 away in the next 5 minutes, maybe we'll sign off. We get down to 1 or 2, we'll fill it. But pretty sure this bad boy should fill in the next 5 minutes, guys. 3 spots to go. Bell Cow Authentics. Let's close up this bad boy. Let's close it up. Jacob, if you want to go Jerome versus you, Jacob says, are we about to go 4-4? Jerome asks how many spots in there? How many does he have?
He has 2 in there. Or no, he's 3 in there.
3 for Jerome, and Jacob has 2? Jerome, are we about to go 4-4? Jacob, you get 2 spots. If you're in, I will get 2 more, says Jacob. So Jacob's saying, Jerome, you get 1 more spot, and I will get 2 more. They're about to do it. We're going to make this happen, Dylan. 4v4. Mano y mano. For the Warren Moon. As obviously Jacob thinks. You know, there's like 1 in 30 chance, but he's convinced, it's Warren Moon. He's convinced. Jerome's gonna get one more. We'll make this happen. Jerome versus Jacob. All right, Jerome, says Jacob. Legends. JJ, Jacob and Jerome. All right, Dylan, man, I'll pack up these bad boys because we'll have a helmet here on the break page, in the break room coming up. Cool. Love these bell cow helmets, Dylan. They're great. Fantastic. Nicely done.
Fantastic.
It's almost like we're both Leos, Dylan. Thinking alike. Thinking alike here. Is box 5 good with you, Jerome? Jerome got a spot, Jacob. We got 2 spots to go. Nelson just got off a phone call. It's getting wild in here. So, let's do 5. So we'll do box 5. We'll bring in box 5, Dylan. I'm guessing that Jacob's going to close this out. 2 spots to go, Jacob. Jerome did get his 1 spot. You get the last 2. It's 4v4. Mano y mano. Box 5. We're finally going to see what's in there. Get that off the ticker. I know that break is going to fill. That is coming up. Jerome put that rally cap on, and him and Jacob made this bad boy happen. Box 5. Got to get that order in, Jacob, and we'll make it happen. 5 out of 35. Here we go. Dylan, Jacob got his order.
Go one away.
You got 1 spot. Jacob, you got to get 1 more. Jerome has, it's 4 in there, right? Jacob has 3. So, Jacob, you got to get 1 more spot, my man. 1 more spot. And close it up. The box is ready. Just need that final spot. Here we go. Jacob coming in. Closed out. Fantastic. Thank you, Jacob. Box 5 is ready to go. Dylan's getting the list finalized. And then we will knock out this bell cow. You're good, Jacob. No worries, my man. No worries. Dylan, I'll be honest with you. Completely honest. I'm dying to know what's in box 5 now.
Really?
It's killing me. It's killing me. These guys want box 5 so bad. Dying to know what's inside. Sold out on this break, guys. If you guys want to do any more breaks, you got to get those orders coming in. We do have 6 to go in the Goats and Greats. That is one we can knock off tonight as well, possibly. But we really got to get moving on that break. Jerome says, I hope it's another Joe Thomas. Okay. I hope that it's either Warren Moon for Jacob or Jerome Bettis for Jerome. If Jacob wins the break, I hope it's Warren Moon. If Jerome wins the break, I hope it's Jerome Bettis. That's just what I hope.
A lot of possibilities in this one.
Yeah, a lot of possibilities. Kamen, I have something to say. All right, Jacob, say it. Nelson says, would be awesome. Absolutely. All right, bell cow number 3. We'll get you guys randomized 8 clicks for your divisions. Jacob says, Jerome, just so you know, it's an honor to be battling with you 4v4. You are a legend. So Jacob is among the legend. This is sort of like Kobe Bryant battling Michael Jordan back in the day. Like Michael Jordan's, probably the GOAT. Kobe is looking to be on that level. We got young Kobe, Jacob, and we got MJ and Jerome in this break. That's kind of what I level it to. You honor me, sir, says Jerome. Jerome is straight out of Game of Thrones here. Straight to ride in the battle. I like it. I like it, Jerome. Jerome is like Jon Snow. He is Jon Snow. All right, here we go, guys. 8 clicks on the randomizer. 8 clicks for our divisions. 6, 7, and 8. Nelson is getting emotional. Of course he is. All right, here we go. Jacob Hayes has the NFC North. Jacob has the NFC South. We got Jerome Nypaver in the NFC East. Jerome has the NFC West. So if this is Warren Moon, Jerome would win. We got Jerome in the AFC North. It's Jerome Bettis. Jerome would win again. Jacob has the AFC South, which could be Marshall Faulk. Could be Trayvon Walker. We got Jerome in the AFC East and Jacob in the AFC West. Good luck, guys. Here we go. Bell cow break number 3. The box of the night. We've been waiting to see what's in box 5. A lot of headliners out there. A lot of heat in the series. What do we have here, gentlemen? All authentics. All great helmets in this series. Just can't go wrong, Dylan.
Yeah, actually.
Cannot go wrong. For your Oscar consideration, the Battle of Box 5, says Jerome. All right, Battle of Box 5. 40% chance Jerome is the winner. 40% chance that we've got the one, the only, Jacob Hayes. It's time for the heat. Box 5 of 35. How about this, Dylan?
Oh.
We got another Notre Dame Irish helmet. We got ourselves one of the greatest receivers of all time. It is Tim Brown on the Irish helmet. Tim Brown, you kidding me? Fantastic hit on the Tim Brown Notre Dame helmet. One of the greatest receivers of all time. Tim Brown, 100 receiving touchdowns in his career. Tied for 9th all-time, Dylan. 9-time Pro Bowler, Pro and College Football Hall of Famer. Just under 15,000 receiving yards, the 7th most ever. Tim Brown was a Raiders legend. The Raiders are the AFC West, and that is Jacob Hayes taking home Tim Brown for Mr. Hayes. He said box 5 was great. It wasn't the Warren Moon, but it is a fantastic hit. Tim Brown on that Irish helmet. Love this one, Dylan. Riddell Authentic College helmet. Pretty nice, Jacob. That is pretty nice. Brown was a phenomenal receiver, Dylan. How about it, Jacob? Let me know what you think, bud. Let me know what you think on your Tim Brown helmet. That's fantastic. If that's the last helmet tonight, I'm going to change my hit of the night for this. Forget Ricky Williams. Forget Eddie George. Tim Brown, my hit of the night tonight, Dylan. On the Notre Dame helmet. That sick, love Notre Dame helmet, says Nelson Schwartz. What you think, Jacob? It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Tim Brown, loved that guy, says Jacob Hayes. So, happy camper. He was right. Dylan, it wasn't Warren Moon, but again, he had about a 1 in 30 shot at Warren Moon. He said it was great, though. This was a great box. The Tim Brown box. That's sick. A nice hit, Jacob, says Jerome.
It is an honor to have battled with the minibus.
Yeah, it is an honor to have battled with the minibus. And he came out on top. Think about what the minibus has done. Dak Prescott Speed Flex, Emmitt Smith Eclipse, Randy Moss Speed Flex, just some of the helmets he's won in the last week. The bus doesn't lose very often. This is a historic moment for Jacob Hayes taking down the minibus, who is as legendary as it gets. So, congratulations, guys. What a great break. Fantastic break. Gotta love it. Nelson, you're going to have to stop by my office. Looking good after jumping in all those breaks. Jerome, you are still my UA role model, says Jacob. Hey, man. Jacob is like a 22-year-old guy. He's got to have role models. Jerome is a guy to aspire to. Jerome, how many helmets do you have in your collection, Jerome? Let us know how many helmets you have. We were asking customers the amount of helmets they had. You've got to have a bunch. I know James Capel had more than 300. How many you got, Mr. Jerome? So let us know.
Let us know.
Congratulations, though, Dylan, if you can get a fresh bell cow, just in case anyone else wants to battle it out. Fresh bell cow authentic up. Kamen, that is a great question, says Jacob. Well, Jacob, I was a TV sports reporter before this job, so it was my job to ask questions. Journalism background, journalism degree, that's pretty much what I've worked in most of my life. So that's what I do. I ask questions. That's part of the job. Jerome, let me know. Let me know if you're watching. Ballpark hits, roughly how many football helmets do you own? Minibus. Raiders adding insult to injury, Dylan. Got in the end zone again. It is 20. What is the score now? 27-3. I need over 30.5. I need one more point. Take a safety. I'll take a field goal, a touchdown, anything. Kamen, you got to go to Canton sometime. I do have to go to Canton. I want to hit up the Hall of Fame for sure, Nelson. Definitely would be fun. Jerome's got around 60 football, 2 hockey, and 4 baseball helmets. Okay. Actually thought Jerome would have had more, but he's had a lot of great ones as well. That is an awesome collection, Minibus. Congratulations on all that great stuff. A lot of it won right here at Ultimate Autographs. All right, guys, 10-13, Dylan. We just had a great break. I'm going to give the customers 10-14 now. 6 more minutes. If we can knock off some slots and get within 3 spots or less on any breaks in the next 6 minutes, we'll stay on a little longer. Otherwise, 10-20 will be the show. So, dude, let us know when you're in Canton, Kamen. Jacob, I will definitely let you guys know. We can hit up the Hall of Fame and more good stuff. Reginald says, dang, I need to catch up. I'm at 48. Bob Boulay has 140. James Capel has more than 300. So, you guys got some work to do. Good thing is we've got a lot of helmets here at Ultimate Autographs. Got a lot of helmets here in the break room. So, 10-20, guys. If we can knock off some slots, get within 3 or less, I am happy to keep ripping boxes. 6 spots to go, Dylan, in the Goats and Greats full-size helmets. Our closest break right now. Jerome said I started with more unique things. Pirates championship bottle when they broke the streak, signed by Garrett Cole. Woo! Pirates champagne bottle, excuse me. That's fantastic. I started weird first, then went to the normal stuff. I like that, Jerome. It's good to have different stuff in your collection. That is why, Dylan, I love a helmet like this. The brown Notre Dame helmet. It's different. I know Notre Dame is a common team, but a lot of break rooms, including ours, focus on NFL. You got a college helmet, something different. Fantastic. So let me know, guys. 5 more minutes. We can get within 3 spots or less. I'm happy to break another box. The one break, Dylan, that I think we have a shot to break tonight. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we have a shot. 6 to go here in the Goats and Greats. 6 spots to go. If you guys want to tag team this bad boy, Jacob, Jerome, anyone else out there, imagine pulling a Brady at the end of the night. That'd be a fun way to end the night. So, 4 minutes now, guys. 4 minutes. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes in case you want to knock off some slots. Otherwise, happy to try this bad boy again tomorrow, Dylan. And it's you and I again tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4 and 7. Double deuce. Happy hour shows, Dylan. We're running our normal breaks now. So, happy hour shows are happening as well of late. I need another sort of score in that football game, Dylan. If it ends 27-3, I'm going to lose my mind. It was 20-0 at the half. We only had 10 points in the second half. We got to get some sort of score. Garbage time touchdown. I know I sound ridiculous. I don't bet on the preseason normally. I bet on it tonight just for fun so we can get NFL back. I'm already going to win my Raiders bet. I would love to win the over as well. We'll see. That's sweet to have. Love Garrett Cole, says Nelson Schwartz. Garrett Cole now a Yankee. Garrett Cole hasn't been quite as good this year as years past. Hit of the night, though, Dylan. Let's talk about that. Did this change something for you? Because this changed for me. I'm going Tim Brown, Notre Dame helmet, hit of the night tonight.
Yeah, I think I could go with that too.
Okay, fantastic. Would be awesome if you go 2 for 2, Kamen. I hope so, Nelson. I hope so, man. I hope so. I think I bet $20 on each. 20 on the Raiders, 20 on the over. So that's what I'm hoping for, man. Definitely hoping for that. Hoping we do some more breaks, but if we don't, that's okay. It's been a good show. Would love to do one more break if you guys want. 6 to go in the Goats and Greats. We don't knock off any slots in the next couple of minutes, though. That'll do it for tonight. We'll reload and have another huge show on Friday. Friday tends to be, on average lately, Dylan, the busiest night of the week. Friday nights have been happening in the break room of late. Last Friday night was insane. So that's the night that Jerome won the Dak Prescott Speed Flex, by the way. So, going to be a huge show tomorrow. Comment, I'm sending you the mini amp I got in today, says Don Veluso. Ooh. So, Don Veluso's got an Aaron Rodgers mini amp and a Patrick Mahomes mini amp. So, it is Dylan's favorite guy.
Wow.
And my favorite guy, Patrick Mahomes. That is fantastic, Mr. Veluso.
Back to back together.
That's pretty cool. So, 1 minute to go, guys. 1 minute to go. On that last call, we'll sign off if we don't get any action in the next minute. Don Veluso, those are insane minis. I am personally jealous. Mahomes is a chrome. Even better. Even better on the patty ice. It's going to be an insane show tomorrow, Dylan, don't you think?
Yeah, it's going to be.
I think it's going to be wild. All right, Dylan, that's going to do it for us. We haven't had any orders in the last 16 minutes. We rallied the troops. I gave you guys 7 minutes to get us within 3 or less. And unfortunately, Dylan, we didn't have any orders during that time. So that is going to do it for tonight, unless anyone else wants to close out anything at the last second here. But I think that's going to do it. We are on at 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. 2 and 7 on Saturdays and Sundays. Let's keep having great nights like this. Let's keep pulling fire right here at Ultimate Autographs. Thank you to Dylan for the orders. Again, in case you guys missed it, Dylan's birthday today, the big 1-9. Thank you to all our customers who got orders, everyone who chatted tonight. You guys made this a fantastic show. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.